Ladies and boys and girls of all ages. Welcome
Are we
to
live?
We are absolutely live. Welcome to
Well, that means I
Fanfiction
can't complain about
Theater
certain things. Damn it.
9005. Yeah, it does. What I will complain about today is a funny little story before we start off the night. Of course, it's always how it goes, right? Funny little story.
I feel like your funny little stories are more sad than funny.
Kind of. So, 69. So funny little story tonight is that I was doing IT work with someone today who was having lots of technical problems, and they were a midwit, I believe the term is called, right? They were a midwit, in where they know enough to understand, but they don't actually know anything, like solution wise, right? So it's been a very trying time to work with them because I'll tell them to do something and then it won't work, but instead of telling me it didn't work, they'll just come up with their own quote unquote solution, which of course also doesn't work. But they won't tell me that that solution didn't work either. But they will then ping me about an hour later saying, hey, I still can't access the thing that I need to access. It's like, well, yeah, it's because the thing I told you to do didn't work, and you didn't tell me that. So, that was my entire day. But I sent a snapshot of my conversation with this person to my mentor. And they didn't respond for 15 minutes. They started typing, and then they stopped typing, and then they didn't respond for 15 minutes, and then they finally typed, I'm sorry I couldn't respond sooner. I've spent the last 10 minutes laughing my ass off.
Well,
And
that's
I'm
a way to
just
start
like,
off.
thanks.
Good mentor.
I'm like, wow, gee, fucking thanks. I appreciate that.
At least they were honest.
I mean, yes, but, it's just like, come on. I am relying on you here, sir. You cannot just laugh at me for 15 minutes because of my misfortune.
I mean, they can.
They can, yes, they can. Damn it, GME is up 11%. Fucking hell.
What, are you shorting GME or something?
No, I want to buy more GME, but my money won't transfer to my stock account, so I can't buy more GME. I was trying to transfer back before the announcement for the earnings, because I was like, if the stock's gonna go fucking skyrocketing because I knew what was gonna happen at the earnings call. And I just couldn't buy more stock. That's why I'm pissed. I'm not pissed that it's going up. I'm very happy it's going up. I wanted it to.
You're just
go
pissed
up.
that you couldn't get more of it.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah. So we're out on episode 69 tonight, gentlemen, which obviously means we have to go to the Harry Potter and Naruto sections.
Why would you do this?
Because Sin arrived?
Your mic is technically
Pretty
working. Yes. Yes.
Your mic is technically working. However, I have not heard a mic with that much feedback and pop since I was in an actual recording studio.
Woof.
Is that better?
Yes. Excellent.
Yes.
Watch.
I had the fan on. Damn it.
Yeah, that would do it.
Well, let's be clear. The static is gone. However, it does genuinely still sound like the producer is chiming in.
That's
not a good or bad thing.
Yeah.
That's just a thing.
It's just that it's Sign's new brand, you see.
Yep.
And
Awesome.
I felt it necessary to ping him, to bring him in for episode 69, considering what he does. Which is write porn for people.
Oh god, what are we reading?
Hey, hang on a minute. He does more than write porn?
No.
Yeah, I write plot with porn.
Yeah. Mostly porn.
That's exactly the kind of thing that most people are looking to commission.
Exactly.
Except for that one Harry Potter story.
We don't talk about that.
That one's mostly just porn.
Oh, really?
Listen,
Yeah,
there's a lot of Harry Potter stories we don't talk
No,
about on
I'm
this show.
talking specifically about his Harry Potter commission story, the Just the Essentials, which is it's like 90% porn.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And it's like none of it's been like crossing the line of pure degeneracy, but it's getting close.
Yet.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
Yeah, of course it is. But
You know
yeah,
how
so
shit with Lily was going, I would not doubt.
Oh yeah,
just
no,
how
yeah,
far
there
it
was
goes.
I mean, he covered his ass there. I will say he covered his ass pretty well with the permanent aging potions and shit.
Yeah, there's a thing there.
Yeah, there's a lot of ass coverage going on there. So I actually I actually don't know what QQ's policy is when it comes to porn, because I know they're pretty free about that. But is there a policy when it comes to what they don't allow?
Technically, yes, if it involves anything to deal with Rule 8 violations, that is politics, or anything that technically bullies someone, like writing someone else insert. Yeah. Other than that, not much. No, not really.
So So are you aware of what real person fiction is?
Oh God.
Oh no!
Yes.
Why is this what I hear when I come in?
Oh, good, Max.
No, why is this being brought up?
I don't want to know.
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Does QQ have policies about RPF?
I would have to look on that.
Because
it's not in my wheelhouse.
Because
I
fanfiction.net.
just looked a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure they don't allow anything that is regarding
real people. Okay. Yeah, because fanfiction.net, they don't have policies about that apparently, because there is a whole real person section where you can just write real person fanfic stories.
Yeah, no. I think the policy is if the person says stop, you stop, and they get rid of the stories.
Well, yes, but also at the same time, I believe the actual policy is you're not supposed to do it, but also at the same time, they have a whole section for it. So, yeah, they're not too good at enforcing their own rules.
Yes, noticed.
But yeah, there's some pretty fucked up shit in the real person section. There is some pretty fucked up shit. I'm not talking about like, oh, it's fucked up that you're writing a sex story. I'm talking about like real degenerate, Harry Naruto tier fucked up shit happening in the real person section. And we looked at it one time.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no, we looked at it one time. I went into a whole like 2-hour rant about it.
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
I mean, so have we. Especially from the Harry Potter section.
Are you aware of Ack 1338 or whatever his name is? He writes a lot of worm stories.
Yeah. I'm aware of him.
Yeah. He his stories on AO3 are very AO3, I'll say. Very AO3.
Really? Because I've only seen his safe for work stuff.
Yeah, his not safe for work stuff is like Taylor times her father, and then they gangbang, rape, shadow stalker until she's a mind-broken slut.
Fucking damn it!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know, that's actually a fitting fate for shadow stalker. But
I mean, listen,
still,
it couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Yeah.
But...
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, okay, on one hand, it's like, okay, yeah, it kind of deserves it. But at the same time, it's also like, what the fuck? Because it's not just Taylor and Danny teaming up on her. It's Taylor having sex with her dad and teaming up on her.
Oh, that's...
I've got no room to talk. I wrote predatory, so yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
okay,
yeah,
look, like, I gotta be careful how I phrase this. I was already not okay with what you were saying, and I am now even less okay with it.
Yeah, well... Yeah, so don't...
Like...
Yeah, that's all of his stuff, though, on AO3. It's all Taylor times her father, and then sometimes they include other people in it.
You had such good
Incest is
stuff
incest.
too. What the fuck?
Yeah,
AO3 corrupts everything it touches.
Well,
Really.
I wouldn't say so much corruption as he's as it's just kind of like a
He
safe
takes
zone.
advantage of the fact that it has been corrupted, so he just posts
Yeah, so he just
bad stuff
yeah.
there.
I was very disappointed because I saw him on AO3. I was like, oh, is there a better website for me to track his safe for work stuff? And he does not post any of his safe for work stuff to AO3. It's all of the stuff that would get him banned off all the other websites.
Fair enough.
Okay, if you're going to post something that's going to get you banned,
And like none of it's commission work. Unlike his safe for work stories.
He does it all for free.
He does it all for
oh,
free.
that.
You see, it's because he's evil.
I was about to say, if
Well.
he's getting paid for it, then I guess it's fine. But nope.
I was making the
Never
joke of
mind.
Have you guys never
I
heard of the song "Because I'm Evil"?
Yes. Here's the thing.
No.
Like, if he was getting paid for it, I would still be like, that's still creepy. But
In the song, the lyrics are I am evil and I do it all for free because being evil is all I ever need. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, what better section can we do for episode 69 than Naruto DxD?
Oh Lord, here we go.
The
Fortunately, he's
Fox.
not
Faith,
wrong.
perhaps?
Huh?
DxD and Faith, perhaps?
No, surprisingly, there's
No.
little sex going on in DxD Fate.
What?
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
It's a lot of raffle stomping.
That kind of sex. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a lot of raffle stomping.
Ego sex.
Yeah. There's not a lot of hareming going on in the Fate DxD section.
Am disappointed.
Yeah, shockingly. Unfortunately, I have to say FGO has thoroughly corrupted pretty much every Fate section ever, and it's honestly ruined my ability to enjoy Fate.
I mean, listen, that's
look at
been
them
ruined for a lot of
waifus.
things. Listen, I'll just pay someone to write Mordred raffle stomping and making a harem.
Hey, there just so happens to be an author that accepts commissions here that does both.
Who knows?
How much are we talking?
I don't know yet.
So our first
see.
story of the night is the Fox King. With Konoha barely surviving Pine's invasion and the persisting threat of the Akutsuki, Naruto is forced to leave the village he fought so hard to protect. An accident sends him across the dimensional gap, where he will be forced to navigate the confusing new world of angels, devils, and fallen angels. The young sage will have choices to make, people to befriend, and a home to find. Honestly, better than I thought it would be.
I have a very important
Bullshit.
question. Has Fairy Tail Dragon Slayer left a review on this one? Because it's fairly popular. It's in his wheelhouse, and I have a feeling
I wish
he has left a review in here.
I mean, if you want to search for it, you can, but there's 158 reviews, and I don't feel like going through it page by page.
Listen, if you ever find yourself in Fairy Tail Dragon Slayer's wheelhouse, I recommend finding a new wheelhouse immediately.
I would love to see Sign versus Fairy Tail Dragon Slayer. I feel like that would be a very funny communication.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't like to see it because I don't think Sign deserves that.
I don't want to
Yeah, it'd be
witness
funny.
a murder.
But I like murdering people. It's fun.
But
I know, but listen. I wouldn't send someone that I like to go clean up a hobo camp. I'd
Not
send
even
someone I
one
hate.
Hold on. Now, it depends on what you mean by clean up. If we're talking about, like, with a flamethrower.
Flammenwerfer. Exactly.
Yeah, we're going to werf some flamen.
No, I mean, this is the kind of task that requires the deep cleaning that only comes from a shovel and a power wash.
That sounds like work. No,
Gotcha.
see. Flammenwerfer is the way to go.
Kill it with fire every time.
I strongly do not recommend using a Flammenwerfer on the pile of human excrement.
Oh, see, that's what the gas mask is for.
That will not help.
I don't know.
Never get the stink out.
Fairy Tail Dragon Slayer rubs me as someone that is very flammable, though. So,
Yeah, a
I
little
mean,
bit.
most humans are. That's
little
not an
bit,
accomplishment.
little bit greasy, one might say. He's too busy studying the lolly.
One of my clients.
no
then.
Fairy Tail Dragon Slayer reviews, like just chat.
No, he would never pay someone else to write. You see, he's too elitist to do that. If he wants degenerate shit written about lollies, then he'll write it himself.
Gleefully, eagerly,
Gleefully, with Fuda.
with such eagerness that he
enough.
may in fact need to be placed on a list.
Yeah, he definitely needs to be on a
Not
list.
only is it Lolly, it is actually Lolly Naruto. Because that's
Oh
exists.
yeah, there was a.
Don't worry about
one
it.
of his oldest stories I've ever seen from him was a like 8-year-old Naruto stumbles upon Urza's armor from
Oh,
Fairy
Jesus,
Tail,
that one.
and
Oh, that one.
he turns into a twink and grows a neo vagina.
The things that we find.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
In the name of the Emperor, I cast Purge.
Because he gets
Brother, get the flamer, the heavy flamer.
yeah.
No, listen, this has gone beyond the brother. Get the incinerator,
Get the volcano cannon.
brother. Fetch the magma cannon.
Indeed.
Or the salamanders.
But yeah, no, there's some other great stories out there by Fairy Tail Dragon Slayer, like the Mecha Naruto one that he wrote, in which he had Mecha Naruto take it up the ass. In Ruby.
You're
prefer-
killing me.
Listen,
Dude, his stories
Listen.
are fucking wild.
we've got a near unlimited amount of mileage out of this man, and honestly, for me, the weirdest part is that he keeps like going, "I'm not gay, I'm not gay," but
Yeah,
he keeps making
He's
like
awful gay.
twink.
He's super Chadley, and if you even like like Photoshop a picture of a cucumber into the same picture as him, he'll flip his shit and like ban you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's closeted. God.
But yeah, no, he actually runs a Discord in where if you don't worship him, he bans you.
I mean, that's not unusual.
Sounds about right.
We keep
that is most Discord. Yeah, that is unironically most Discord servers. So
well, I mean, yeah,
that's
yeah, that's
fair.
true. That's fair and true. The mods of most Discord servers are pretty. Oh, so I will entertain you with another story. This is a very old story, and some people here might have forgotten about it. This is the story about how I got banned from the Fanfiction Discord.
Oh, I thought it was the story about how your world got flipped and turned upside down.
So r/fanfiction has an unofficial Discord. And the only reason why it's unofficial is because it's officially the Reddit's Discord now because the admin of that Discord is now the admin of that subreddit. But originally it was unofficial, and she was just a very popular poster on the subreddit.
Okay, well, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
And she was Norwegian. And she was She was extremely anti-fascist, but also believed that if you said anything against her political beliefs, you should be silenced. That books should be burned, and that if you strayed from her worldview, you were undermining her ability to lead, and therefore had to be removed.
So typical lefty fascist. Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she was an anti-fascist, air quotes, yeah. And all of her mods were sycophants. Like, you couldn't be a mod unless she liked you.
Because that's a great power structure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, awesome.
And I actually got the politics channel deleted from the Discord.
Oh Lord, what did you do?
He was
What
sneaky.
didn't he do?
What else?
He's
He's
sneaky.
I've known this man for a decade or more at this point. Do not ask, how did you manage this? Just accept it.
Just accept that he existed and spoke, and that was sufficient.
Pretty much. I was actually fairly chill. This was back in 2015.
I don't believe
No,
that.
I was. This was back in 2015, and I was a very chill person back then.
Sneaky.
Only
You're
when
a-
measured by your standards today.
Yes.
Would I
no,
label
your
that
idea
a
of chill
true
was,
statement?
I have a shit list of people that I will kill in a heartbeat if given a chance.
Absolutely. That list grows larger every day.
I know it does.
But yeah, so I basically made the politics channel my home, air quotes, and everyone on the server kind of just accepted that if they were going to talk politics on this channel, they were going to have to deal with whatever I felt like responding with.
Remember, kids, talk shit, get hit.
Oh yeah.
And so, this was also back to when this was from 2015 up until the point where I eventually got banned in 2017 when I worked for ICE. And there was a gay communist who liked
Why did you say
Sasuke,
communist twice?
who liked Sasuke times Twink Naruto stories.
Ew.
Yeah. And he was pro pedophilia. And so I got into arguments pretty often with him about both of those things. And
That's not
Sounds
surprising, and
accurate.
it sounds,
yeah.
I mean, it sounds reasonable on your part.
But no, I got into some massive. So surprisingly, I didn't get banned for a long time, like 2 years on this server, and I didn't get banned or silenced or muted or kicked at all.
You were the token right wing.
I was, yeah, I almost was effectively, and like I got into massive rows with the admin weekly about politics, and as long as I kept
Yeah,
it to the
that's-
politics channel, they didn't silence or ban me.
You know, that's probably because they realized that if they ever banned you, they were just proving your point.
Yes. But one day, unfortunately, I had a pretty bad day at ICE with some pretty bad cases involving some murders and some rapes. And I really didn't have the patience for the gay pedophilic communist to exist in my general direction. And I
Sounds fair.
informed him of such with enough colorful wording that I would probably be canceled from the internet if any
You
of those,
perhaps
if any of
have any
those,
screenshots?
no,
I need to see images of this.
there is no screenshots, no images of any of this, and the channel got deleted, so there's no way for anyone to ever call it back up. Very colorful language I had in response to him that day, and so he ended up actually running to a mod. And the mod was called Turbo Toast. And the
Okay.
mod,
That they're either the chillest person on that server, or they're just fucking batshit insane. Which
That
one
shit
was it?
insane.
they were very chill up until the point where they tried to start using their quote-unquote mod powers on me. And I don't mean kicking me or muting me. I mean, they sent me private messages and where they threatened me and said, like, you know, if you keep this up, blah, 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 you know, you're going to get some, blah, blah, blah. And my
Why
response
would
to
you?
him...
You have mod powers. Just mute him.
Well, you see, they don't...
That's hilarious. They were on a power trip. That's why.
they were extremely power tripping.
Man, power trips only work on people that give a shit about your authority, though.
Yeah, and he
Weird how
found that
that
out
works.
quite quickly because I became even more colorful in my verbiage in response to that. And I'm just gonna mute myself really quick here.
Good
so
job.
anyway, unmuted. So yeah, that's what I said to him, and understandably, he instantly banned me.
Yeah,
Couldn't
listen.
take the heat. Stay out of the kitchen.
Oh my God, Sneaky.
Listen, Sneaky, that one. There are plenty of times when I'll be like, Sneaky probably didn't deserve to be banned for that one. You did not just deserve that one. You practically dropped your pants and painted "fuck me" on the back.
I might have
It's pretty
also
funny,
included some other verbiage like sitting on it and swiveling, and some other stuff about children might have been involved as well.
Oh my God! So you handed him a gun, loaded it with special rounds, and pointed it right at your head for him.
Yes.
All he had
Pull
to
the
do was pull the
trigger.
trigger. That's it.
Who
That's all he had to do.
is fucker?
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's play Russian roulette, but every chamber's loaded.
And so with the other thing here though is because I was on the server for so long, I effectively had a small following on the server of people that supported me. And so because of how explosive my exit was, they decided that they had to erase the whole politics channel so no one could know what actually happened.
Of course. Remove the evidence.
That's amazing.
Because they were so in the wrong about confronting me that they were like, holy shit, the optics on this is so bad. We can't let anyone know.
He said stuff he shouldn't have. They said stuff they shouldn't have. We cannot make this in anyone's favor. Nuke it.
But people would still support me, and people did support me, and they were actually pretty pissed that I got banned.
Purge
When
it
was
with
this?
fire.
This is on our fanfiction Discord.
No, when?
Oh, when? This is 2017.
This was a long time ago.
Yeah, this was a long time ago.
This was a
That's
before
not that
time
long.
when Sneaky possessed some
It's
fucking
5
chill.
years ago, Sen.
Only 5 years ago.
But so then I got told by some, because I have informants. And I always get a kick out of that. Is I always end up with informants everywhere I used to be part of communities, because I don't know.
The short answer is because you're a plague to which there is no cure.
But yeah, so I had a bunch of informants keeping me updated about what happened after I got banned from the server. And effectively what happened is about a month later, they reopened the politics channel. But they originally started it with it was open to the public again, but there was certain politics you weren't allowed to talk about in the politics channel. And then, because some people got angry about that, and they were like, well, why did you ban Sneaky then? They closed the politics channel to mod approved only. So you have to ask a mod, and they sent me the questionnaire that you had to fill out to prove that you were of the
no.
right political alignment to access the politics channel.
Wow.
You
But what if I
single-
lied?
This is not an echo
You
chamber. That is a
single-handedly converted it into an echo chamber.
Exactly.
You know what, Sneaky? I'm honestly not mad. I'm legitimately
I'm
impressed.
Yeah.
Like,
And I was
Good
just
job.
like, wow.
you were so toxic. Granted, to some people who kind of deserved it from what you told us,
Yeah.
Kind of.
that you made a political channel into an echo chamber.
Yeah. A mod.
And they're not smart enough to realize how bad of an idea that
mod
is.
gate-kept political echo chamber, yeah.
See, the rest of you mentioned
Like,
how does
holy
Sneaky keep doing this shit? How does he keep getting informants? He is a charisma build.
No,
There
he's
are
not.
those
I
one
assure
1 or
you.
20.
Sneaky
He
is
No.
not a
1
charisma
or
build.
20. It is either
No,
1 or 20.
you're
only.
discounting. Sneaky actually is fairly charismatic as a person. The problem is the people he tends to attract to him.
Well, no.
Yes,
Here's the problem.
like my chat here, who are
Talking.
still not Twitch Prime subbed. Come on, chat.
No. Hang on a second.
Hey, I am.
I know Sneaky. I
Yeah.
met him.
Yeah.
The only reason I liked him was because he was the only person that wasn't a, I almost said words I'm not supposed to, League of
Yeah.
Legends player
Yeah.
at my college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, let's be clear, I would have still said League of Legends players, I just would have said some words that I'm not supposed to.
So, remarkably, just like how I got banned from our fanfiction, my college story.
Dude, what?
Yeah, so I got framed for plagiarism so they could kick me out of college because the teacher didn't like my political views.
Now, hang on a second. You were
Sounds
also an
accurate.
unrepentant asshole in that class.
Oh, absolutely. The teacher also
like-
deserved it. Oh, it wasn't just that class either, though.
I'm not saying the teacher didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that particular teacher, I know how you treated that human being. You were an asshole.
But yeah, they tried to frame me for plagiarism, and then they tried to have a literal kangaroo court in which they had my hearing for the plagiarism charge, and the hearing started with, this hearing is not for whether you're guilty of plagiarism or not. We've already decided that you are, but it's for the additional penalties we'll be leveling against you. To which several people on the hearing were like, whoa, what the fuck? What do you mean he's already guilty? That's what this hearing is for. I will not be a part of this. And they got up and left. And the people that got up and left were in charge of the finding me guilty of plagiarism or not. They were the plagiarism specialists at the college.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was great.
Part of the hearing board was apparently the teacher who was levying the charge, which is a conflict of interest.
And the other another part of the hearing board was my career advisor manager, who was also the head of the department, who also didn't like me because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life.
This is a Phoenix Wright trial.
Sounds right.
They can fuck off. That's normal for our generation currently. We don't know what the hell we want out of our future.
And
We still do. No, you know what? I can tell you what we want out of our future. Our nation to not be in crippling fucking debt.
And like my entire
Yes.
class was supporting me as well. Like they were all actually pissed for me, and they got angry at the teacher and they walked out on him.
I wasn't even in Sneaky's class, and I have like conflict resolution issues, and I was willing to go. It didn't end up being necessary, but I was willing to go in that meeting and be like, "This is some bullshit."
Oh my god, it was so fucking funny. Like
I even remember the day Sneaky came to me and was like, "All right, I want you to read through this."
Yeah.
And I just read through his report, and he didn't tell me anything, right? Didn't tell me anything about it. And he's just like, "All right, would you agree that I have properly cited sources in there?" I pointed out, like, I think it was like 1 or 2 areas where he technically did the quotes wrong, but like it was a wrong quote. He did still attribute a source to it.
It's not even that though. It's literally he tried to charge me for plagiarism on my class notes, like the notes I took during class.
On the notes?
No,
Yeah.
I know,
How
but I'm
does
just
it
saying,
work?
I was going through the stuff, right? And I was like reading through it, and I'm like, oh no, I was like, well, you technically yes, because you got some improperly cited sources here,
Yeah.
but like anyone trying to rake you over the coals for that is a pedantic asshole. And then he revealed to me that wasn't even why.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so fucking dumb. They were like, "Oh yeah, you didn't cite your source on this command line command for this Linux program." And I was like, "But I took a picture of it. Of like the program with its author in the picture."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure an
Pedantry.
actual professional plagiarism board would have been like, oh yeah, that's good enough.
Well,
Credit
yeah,
where
but that's
credit
what
is.
I'm saying though, Max, is the people that were in charge of determining if I did plagiarism or not were like, not only did he not do plagiarism, he's so far away from plagiarism.
We don't know why this is even happening.
Bro.
Kangaroo courts.
Yeah, literally
It is
kangaroo court.
8 in the goddamn morning. What the fuck do you want, Pedro?
Why did why did you ping
I
him?
no, I pinged him for the was supposed to
He's
be a
in Japan, you idiot.
Yes, I said he may be
Yeah.
in Japan, but he must have some connections. Eliminate the fellow March from the
Who the fuck
RFFN
is
Discord server.
SKU? Tension, what the fuck are you posting?
That's always a good question.
Tension, are you posting shit that you know you shouldn't be?
No, he's not yet.
Fairy Tale Dragon Slayer.
Which is basically yes. But yeah, so that was how I got kicked out of college. But I still got my degree because they were being very smug about it all, and they were like, "Well, you can only get your degree if you pass this ethics course." I was like, "All right." I proceeded.
Yeah,
to...
ethics courses are
All right,
BS.
I'm training
oh
to
my
be an
god,
IT.
someone else
Try
who's on my number, who's on my page. Thank God.
What?
Ethics courses are bullshit.
I mean, of course they're
Well,
bullshit,
obviously.
but I'm a master bullshitter. And I wrote the paper, and the guy who was in charge, the guy who was not part of the college, who was a third party, responded back to my paper with, "Oh, I learned something about ethics reading your paper." He was in charge of grading it, and the college was like, fine, here," and they sent me my degree a year late. Like they literally dragged their feet as hard as fucking possible.
Sounds about right. Modern colleges, man. Not even once.
Oh god, good times, good times, good times. Rinse and repeat. Chaos theory! Chaos theory states an unpredictability, for some reason capitalized, will always be fact of life. Naruto's experience has proven this to be true. What?
No.
What part of Naruto's life was unpredictable?
The entirety of it. Apparently, Konoha's #1 most unpredictable ninja. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, except he just uses two jutsu.
I mean, to be fair, his
Well, I
parents
mean-
biting. To be fair, his parents biting it against the Kyuubi was fairly unexpected.
What do you mean unexpected?
Eh,
A
Listen,
lot of people
Minato
bite
was
the
supposed to
Kyuubi.
bite it. What's her face wasn't.
Well, okay, yeah, fine.
well,
She got stabbed through the
Mm.
fucking chest, though, which tends to be a lethal wound.
well, no. The entire thing wasn't supposed to happen because Obito was supposed to be fucking dead.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like him ending up as an orphan, very unexpected.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, should not have happened.
I mean, I guess, fine, I suppose. His life is a confusing web of enemies.
No,
and
you know what?
allies.
Actually, we're not done here. Following that up,
Oh god, here we go.
the orphan of the orphan that is a thermonuclear bomb being abandoned and maltreated.
You know what? Fair enough.
Not-
That's pretty unpredictable.
Not just that, you've got his old his father's sensei and his father's student both could have done something about it and chose not to the entire
Individuals who are normally good people by the standards
yes.
by the standards of the ninja world.
And then you turn around and you've got Sarutobi, who apparently just decided, you know what, let's let the kid live on his own in a crappy, rundown apartment complex.
Oh god, that was
fine.
such an ass pull on Kishimoto's part. Oh yeah, we're just gonna declare the fact that Naruto is the Kyuubi's jailer as an S-class secret, so we can live a proper childhood as a living bomb.
And then you go back. I actually had to do research for this here recently. You actually go back, and everybody fucking knows.
Yeah.
Because of Mito, who did that back in the Shodame's era, and then he turns around and goes, "Hey, you know what? We've made these walking nukes. It wouldn't be fair to us for us to have them and nobody else have them because then they'd come and kill us. So here, let's give them all to other villages and teach them how to do it too." Everybody knew.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I actually never thought about. Why didn't they just keep the monopoly of force? Even if like all of the ninja world went against like all of the Jinchurikis at the same time, I'm pretty sure they'd still win. So why didn't they just fucking keep it?
Because then the story wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Alright, can we get this shit show back on the
Yeah,
road?
let's go. His life is a confusing web of enemies and allies, with plenty of figures mixed in between. Not really.
Nope, not really.
No. However, the chaos of life is nothing compared to the sheer magnitude of force of chaos that Naruto himself is!
He's not Ranma. Don't sell him like that.
No.
He was like a prankster.
But you see, chaos is not a bad thing. Well, yeah, no shit. This is a Naruto times Black Canary Justice League crossover.
I mean,
What?
You mean?
Fucking hot.
I mean, look, I've always thought that Black Canary is far too good for the dipshit that is Oliver Queen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Except in Injustice. Oliver Queen, in the Injustice universe, is actually a Chad.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like the DCAU Oliver. He's pretty cool.
He's better, but he still lets Speedy become a raging meth addict.
Here we go again with another new
Yes.
fix, gentlemen. I know some of you might be less than enthusiastic about me starting another new story, but this story is special. Yeah, they all say that, author. It doesn't
Especially
mean I don't
infuriating,
have a
maybe.
problem with churning out new concepts more often than I should. Yeah. It's in this case,
think it
it's
does.
sort of a challenge agreement type of thing. Because there's
This
always
feels like a
Endwell.
call-up post.
I am sure most of you know Eisen the Goat's stories. I've literally never heard of the man.
What? Do what?
Eisen the Goat has written 28 stories covering Naruto, Marvel, My Hero Academia, Bleach, game crossovers, Harry Potter, Prison School, Dragon Ball Super, One Piece, Persona, Jujutsu Kaisen, High School DxD, Black Clover, Hunter x Hunter, Kim Possible, Justice
Yeah, I've heard of
League,
him.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, League of Legends, and Black Lagoon.
He's not good, but I've heard of him.
Well,
Then he's perfect for this show, then isn't he?
let's see. Do we recognize any favorite authors in his section? Never heard of any of these people. Oh, Soul Reaper Crew. Yep.
FS Snake.
VS Snake. Yep. There we go. Prophecy
VF Snake's pretty
Disrupted.
good.
Not many knew Minerva McGonagall had a secret great-grandson that attended Durmstrang. Even less knew of his true lineage. No one would know. His arrival would change the course of history. Well,
It's a self-insert, isn't it?
no. Sort of. Voldemort will soon find out he has a greater threat than Harry Potter to worry about. Naruto times Fleur times possible harem.
Ouch. No.
I see. I see. That's what, okay. Unexpected visit. After regaining his Shinigami powers, Ichigo couldn't wait to see everyone again. However, an unexpected incident in the Dangai leaves him in a strange land with no way to get home. His only option was to learn what he could and find someone who could help him and hope Urahara could pull through for him. Ichigo times Tsunade. Ooh.
Less
Well, I mean-
creepy than Naruto times Tsunade, I guess?
Hey now. Just because she's a little old, don't mean you can't knock the dust out of it.
Okay, but Ichigo is a far more mature individual.
Oh, absolutely. Wait, no, we're talking about Ichigo. No, he's not.
Yeah, no, Ichigo's not really.
Physically more mature, maybe.
I mean, at least a little bit emotionally. Like, at least a little bit.
Started reading Wildbow's latest work. What's that one? Is that
Oh God,
is he
what
still writing
now?
Ward?
I thought he finished with Ward. Is it the other one? The other shit. The thing with the bio horror stuff.
Oh, Pact.
I think so.
I'm up to the part where a police officer investigates some shady guys hanging around teenagers late at night after teenagers went missing. And the black character goes into a "Are we being detained" mode. Well, hey, look, underplayed. Look, Wildbow has to make up for the fact that a lot of major villains were all black stereotypes in Worm. There was only like 9 black characters in the first couple of arcs, and like 8 of them were supervillains who were all horrendous stereotypes.
And even the ones that weren't horrendous
really?
stereotypes were supervillains.
Oh yeah, they were
I can
like.
only think of like 2 or 3.
I mean, there was only like 2 or 3 black characters, so.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah. Only fucked in retrospect. Yeah. Wildbow's only good work was Worm. Why would you ever read anything else from him? Yeah.
Worm wasn't good. Don't lie to yourself.
I mean, it was his
No,
only
he
good
said
work.
his only
I
good work.
specify that is even if Worm is his best work, it's still fucked.
To be fair, Worm did spawn an entire genre of.
Yeah, it did. And I mean,
Grim
honestly
dirt.
though, like Worm was the inheritor of the crossover king title. Cuz like before you had Familiar of Zero, because of how absurdly easy it is to write a crossover for Familiar of Zero. And then Worm inherited that title when Familiar of Zero started going, downhill in terms of popularity.
Everyone wants to use it for their jump chain.
Yeah. I found
Excuse
a
you,
Taylor
sir.
joins
That's a
the
banned
E88
word
fic.
on this channel.
Frankly, it works too well. I think it's called a darker path. No, the Worm, the Taylor joins E88 fic. If you're talking about yeah, it's an axe story, I believe. Let me pull that
Is
up.
that Hooky whatever with Hookwolf?
I don't like what
Slippery
you're
Slope.
implying there.
Slippery Slope. No, Hooky was fucking weird. Hooky was just fucking weird. I liked it at first, and I did not like where it went. So Hooky was a story in where Taylor got Hookwolf's power, and like a bunch of other people swapped powers, and so Hookwolf got Rachel's power, and went insane as well, and he was a naked man who was running around the streets barking at people.
Hooky, Line, and Sinker. That's the one on QQ. Is that it?
Maybe. I just remember Hooky. But yeah, Slippery Slope was the Taylor joins the E88 one. Which is actually, again, because it's AC and safe for work, it's actually pretty good. Again, though, it's all commission based, so don't expect that story to ever update.
Gotta go where the money is.
Jesus Christ, I'm sneezy today. I might be
Seems
weird, but
sneaky.
I still enjoy FOZ fics. Well, I mean, FOZ fics aren't bad.
Many of them are very good.
They're just kind of, you know, it's unfortunate that the author died and the story kind of stopped halfway, and so the world's pretty much unfinished. And you know, once you get past like the first 2 arcs, you don't really know where to go anymore because typically the character you crossed over into the world's too fucking powerful for the rest of the arcs to really matter.
Was that one of the guys who went
Oh,
down
also,
with that
by the
tsunami?
way, in Familiar of Zero, it's canon that the elves are from Israel.
Bullshit.
Don't ask questions.
That is real.
No, I thought the elves were supposed to be from Japan. They say they're from the east, quote unquote, but
Where do you
Holy
think the Middle
Land,
East
elves, desert. Okay, yep, it's Israel. Makes sense.
Yeah, no, they literally have a portal back to the Promised Land, and no, it's straight. Yeah, they're straight up from Israel.
The Promised Land being Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. It is
See,
fucking
in this
weird.
case, they didn't evolve their long. They grew another facial feature to be long this time.
Yes, indeed.
Took me a minute.
Yeah. Safe for work. The FOZ Necron fic was one of the few FOZ fics that ever finished. Was also fantastic.
Him, it's fucking dead, and it's kind of unfinished, really. Or am I thinking of the?
No, the
Commander one?
Necron fic is done, dude. Like it went full
No,
circle.
I know that there's one that's done, but there was a sequel hook at the end. Do you recommend it?
Oh
It's one
yeah,
of
there
the
was a
ones that you
sequel hook.
recommended.
Yeah, well, it was a sort of sequel hook.
There was a Commander one that I think also.
Yeah, it was
was left
the
unfinished.
Brothers of Nod or whatever it was called.
Yes, and also this one. Both had sequel hooks, I think, and they just fucking.
Oh, the Brothers of Nod
died.
never finished. That one died. Oh yeah. Also, yeah. The Brimir also wanted to nuke Israel. That's also canon. I'm talking about our Israel, not FOZ Israel. The mage god of FOZ wanted to nuke our Israel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
The lore for FOZ is fucking wild.
Alright,
What have I come into?
FOZ's lore, Brimir is from like 5,000 fucking years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, doesn't add up.
Don't worry about it. Just don't think about it.
Japan, gotcha.
Yeah.
They wanted to be the ones nuking someone this time.
Scourge Luis was okay for a while, but kind of just got really samey.
Yeah.
It at least finished.
Oh! There was also the Scourge. There's also the Familiar of Zero crossover with Scourge from Warcraft 3, the video game.
Yeah, that's the one
finished.
that I'm talking about.
That's
That
a
one
great
was-
one.
That one was
Also,
hilarious.
Catan Luis was fucking great.
Also, yeah, that one as well. Yeah.
I honestly, I want to like if I could find like a decent writer that I thought could actually do it, I'd be like, please write the sequel to this. It's too funny not to write, and I'd love to see where it actually goes.
I laughed really hard at the Warcraft video game. Familiar of Zero crossover. What do you mean I can summon undead by chopping down trees? How does that
That just
work?
sounds awful.
What do you mean praying around a gold mine harvests it?
That's just reality, dog.
Oh god.
Nah, I did like the Sword Art Online / Familiar of Zero one.
Yeah,
Or two
the
of them, I think.
fairy. Both of those. Yeah, the fairy one and the Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, those were good, and then they died. And again, I'm not surprised when Familiar of Zero stories die because the authors do always reach the point where they're like, "Oh shit, I actually have to invent lore now," because there's
Sounds
almost
about right.
nothing to work with FOZ.
There is god awful nothing.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. It is what it is.
And this is why I have HMSS plotted out the way I do.
Like Cancel, we introduced Sign to Cancel recently as well.
Oh God.
What do you mean, Sign? Do you not enjoy the fact that there's no
lore?
fucking
Yeah,
lore?
do you not enjoy the fact that there's no lore?
Ahem. No, I don't enjoy it. God, that hurt.
It's the most popular ship girl story, and there's no lore.
It's all the waifus. That's all it is. It's waifu bait. That's it.
I also find it hilarious that their gacha literally has hardcore death mechanics for your waifus.
Why would you
What?
even do this?
Yeah. So Cancel was a gacha game long before it had anything else to it.
Okay.
Where you had ship girls that you could roll for, and then you could send them out on missions. Except, because this was invented way fuck off long ago, they didn't really have the whole audience retention thing down pat yet. So, part of the gacha mechanics was also the fact that, your waifu could just die on the mission if they went to 0 HP. Like, they would just die. And you'd have to re-roll the gacha until you got them back.
Ah, more money making. Gotcha.
Did they come back upgraded,
No!
or just
You had to re-upgrade them with more gacha.
Oh, you had to spend more money on more mats to upgrade your new waifu?
Yeah, and then
who is in fact your old waifu?
And then sometimes, like, there was times where, because again, old game, indie developer, there was times in where they would introduce new enemy ships, like the Re-class, which is what we based Tanya off of in our Hell Came With Her story.
I saw that.
Yeah, the Re-class, which is a battleship destroyer aircraft carrier, and hit harder than some of the bosses. Except they were a standard ship that could sometimes 6 deploy out of 6 ships on the enemy forces.
So your waifu just died. You're not getting that back.
And Atin, the equivalent here for you for Magic the Gathering is they had first strike, double strike, vigilance, and retaliation.
I see. No, hey, listen, Sneaky. I gotta say, so I just found out. Apparently, there's a stupid new white uncommon that's people are literally going, this is the most powerful white uncommon we have ever seen, regardless of color. So Sneaky, it's a 0/3.
Yeah.
That when you and it's one colorless,
The
two
Jin,
white
they've
or 3
changed
white.
that. They when Cancel became more popular, they made it harder to permadeath.
Yeah. But so this card, Sneaky.
Yeah.
For every other card on your field that has vigilance, it summons a 1/1 flying bird.
Oh Jesus
with
Christ.
vigilance. With vigilance. But that's not where it ends, Sneaky, because it will also do this every time you put down a card with vigilance.
I'm
So
assuming it
it's-
doesn't. I'm assuming it at minimum though it doesn't trigger off its own summons.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the only thing it doesn't do.
The problem with white, however, is you have a lot of white humans with vigilance that are like 1 to 2 mana cost.
Yes.
Be careful there, Sneaky.
So you can just spam all the vigilance.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
possibly one of the dirtiest decks I've ever seen that wasn't blue, because fuck blue. Possibly one of the dirtiest decks I've ever seen was a white-red human deck, where it was just, you shit tokens out when you shit normal 1/1 soldiers out, and they all cost 1 mana, and it was like, well, what's the point of this? Oh, the point of this is that you also had like 3 to 4 mana cost cards that were like, all humans now get... It was basically it was a white-red version of what happens when you slam goblin decks with sliver decks.
Oh
Sounds
God!
about right.
And it's just like, fucking why? There was an
It's
angel that
overrun
resurrected
deck.
all human monsters from your graveyard when it comes on the field. And it's like, what?
It's an overrun deck. It's meant to wear you out.
There was nothing wearing out about that deck. Literally, my friend drafted that kind of deck in a MTG draft back in the day, and he won by like turn 10.
Of course he did. The odds of drafting what you need to make that a deck like that work are so small.
It's high.
Not if you do
Well,
it right.
what? I should rephrase that. When was this being drafted?
Oh, this was back in 2014.
Oh, yeah, that's why. For me personally, my favorite is White Red Mentor, just because it's so dumb. I have 6,001 humans. Okay, and what does this card do? It gives everything less powerful than it, +1/+1 every time it attacks.
Yeah. The mentor decks
And
were
how much
the
do these?
mentor decks were the response to people demanding that they weaken the angel human deck.
Yes, I know. Which, funnily enough, just made the angel human decks better.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to this garbage ass story. You should go check out Eisen the Goat. Not only is he an amazing, outstanding writer, but he helped me heavily on this one. I am writing this fic within an overarching Justice League umbrella that includes Young Justice, Teen Titans, and so forth. He will be writing a story with Naruto and Harry Potter in exchange. Even if none of that's your cup of tea, he has a lot of stories, so you should go read him. Does he have any finished stories? 1. And it's 80k words. Commissioned story, of course, is commissioned. Of course, the one story that's finished is commissioned.
Sounds right.
The Justice League wasn't paying him enough, so he had to get side gigs. He never imagined these would be the kind of jobs he would be paid to do. Still, he needed to make money. Grammy-powered Naruto, money-driven. Naruto Harem. Featuring Hawk Girl, Black Canary, and Killer Frost, among others.
Because why not?
Yeah. Devil Fruit Naruto. Why?
No. No, 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 no.
Naruto Dragon Ball Super. Having left to join Universe 6 thanks to a former enemy, Naruto the Black will soon find himself fighting for survival of not only his life but for the universe. This is a terrible summary, but I swear it gets better inside. Naruto times Vados.
Naruto the Black. What?
Yeah.
Darker and
Is that
edgier.
a
This will be a
Ball?
Dragon
Yeah, it
Ball
is a Dragon
Super
Ball thing.
story with
That is a Dragon
AU.
Ball thing.
First of all, Goku Black and Zamasu are different people. Naruto and Black are also Saiyan twins from Universe 10, with Black being their last name. So there's someone now named Black Black?
Apparently.
The only other thing that's AU would be whether 18 is married to Krillin or not, depending if I use her for the pairing for Naruto.
Harem bait.
Yeah. How do I only hear the audio of ads but see your video? It's because Underplayed, you've cracked the code. You've broken through. You can join our Discord. We're very active. Blah blah blah. Look, I'm on this other Discord too. Blah blah blah. Have you ever been? Speaking of Discords, have you ever been to Dark Wolf Shiro's Discord?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I got banned.
No.
Don't.
Should I?
No.
Don't.
Do you know who
Why
Dark
not?
Wolf Shiro is?
Go for it. Go for it. I want to
A
see
few
what
of his
happens.
stories.
I mean, actually, you might want to go there because there'll probably be enough people commissioning you for like the next year or so.
Oh, really?
They're very horny there, extremely horny, and they have no
Very
ability
horny
to write.
and
What kind of people?
a lot of people that are fairly wealthy.
So
there are some
basically,
issues.
on Dark Wolf Shiro's. So if you've ever heard of him, he writes really garbage gamer stories.
Yeah, I've seen his stories. They're
Yeah.
not great.
He's got a massive cult following on his Discord, and everyone there is so horny that I believe that their brain's ability to process English has decreased.
Coon brains.
And he has a channel on that Discord for amateur writers, air quotes, to share their ideas about stories they could possibly write. And it is just the most generic, retarded shit ever. It's like, oh, what if Naruto was in DxD and he had Kyuubi Sage powers, but also he was a husband of Ophis, and the Great Red was a girl who sucked his dick, and Drake and Albion were also girls and part of his harem, and then he ends up in Kuo and he becomes Rias's pawn.
Didn't he write that story?
Yeah, you might have noticed that his fans don't really understand the idea of not just rewriting what Shiro already wrote.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a lot of like you can see on a lot of stories that are like I've been inspired by Dark Wolf Shiro, where you're reading the story and you're like, this is literally just his gamer story except written worse somehow.
Do I really want to go there if that's what I'm gonna find?
They will pay you money, probably.
They will pay you so much money.
They
Listen,
have. They,
I
you,
like
but you will.
money.
This is what you have to make the decision on, though. Are you willing to write beyond brain dead stories with the dumbest fucking ideas ever? I'm not talking about
No
porn
comment.
with porn and then some plot. I'm talking about just there is diarrhea just dribbling out of their mouths and they want you to add porn to it.
I have had a few of those suggestions come in, yes.
Then you'll be able to weather the storm.
There's a shit storm a brewing.
Someone send him to link the Shiro server then so we can harvest some money off of there. I expect one day for someone to say I'm inspired by Dark Wolf Shiro and then just copy and paste their story. You know what? I might just make an account and just do that.
I mean, I would believe it. Yeah, hey,
I'll say I'm inspired by Lupine Horror and Dark Wolf Shiro, and then I'll just alternate copy and pasting sections of their stories as chapters.
Oh, Christ.
that is a lot of effort. You sure you want to do that?
If I ever get
sounds
really
pretty awful.
bored.
yeah, hey, Sin, when you're done harvesting money from them, just make sure you leave some room for my Mordred commission, all right?
Fair enough.
Because, oh my god, yeah, they're absolute Coomer brains over there. Oh, yeah, I got banned from there as well.
What did you do? Wait, no, what didn't you do?
Well, you see,
He was a martyr.
one of the
He was a martyr.
mods had some opinions about World War II,
Ruh-roh.
and they didn't appreciate me outlining statistics and facts about the
Like,
about the Pacific campaign.
huh?
Yeah, they were Japanese, according to them, and they didn't think that the whole nukes being dropped on Japan was a good thing, and I'm just like, okay, well, here's the firebombing of Tokyo. Here's the casualty list from that. Here's statements from the military leadership of Japan saying they were never going to surrender and they would have to fight to the last Japanese. Here's evidence of them doing exactly that.
Yeah.
The nukes being dropped on Japan was an actual benefit for Japan because there's still a Japan now. Because otherwise, the firebombing of Tokyo would be renamed the firebombing of Japan.
No, Sneaky, I think we should be clear. It would have been renamed the continuous, unceasing firebombing of Japan.
Like,
Yes.
they didn't appreciate that I was basically proving them wrong, and so they got
Check
really
the
offended.
podcast channel. Check the podcast channel.
Yeah.
Bring in an old but gold.
So you get banned
Oh.
and you didn't even bring up oven timers.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was something else. Yeah. yeah. Tojo was there with me. That was the best part about it all, is I had a Japanese German who was supporting me in all of this. And also making it worse. But yeah. That was a thing that happened.
That was an event, and we'll just leave it at that.
And then Shiro found out that I got banned and got actually pissed at his mods for doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they made him unban me. And they were like, "Yeah, you can come back if you want to. We're sorry." I'm just like, "Fuck, why would I do that?" Wait, is Tojo actually Japanese German? Yeah, he is. No, he's not. He's not role playing. He's actually Japanese German. Yeah.
I would say, to the eternal shame of both races.
Countries. Yeah. Yeah. That was an event that occurred. So yeah, they also didn't appreciate me there because I trolled through the amateur writing section.
Oh god.
And the wannabe authors there didn't appreciate me poking holes in their ideas. Like,
it's constructive criticism.
Well, I mean, it actually was. Like, I wasn't actually being a dick about it. Like, at first I was genuinely like, okay, but where's the plot? Like, it wasn't even like porn. It was like, I was like, but where's the plot? Like, where are you going with this idea? Because their idea was that Naruto would have like pretty much every fucking power on every list that existed ever. And I'm like, okay, so where's the story then? What's gonna happen then? If Naruto is so fuck off powerful, and the story is based around Naruto, what's he gonna do for the story? And they're like, why are you hating on my story idea? I'm not.
He
I'm
hadn't
just
gotten that far yet.
just pointing out that it's gonna be really hard to write this story idea of yours if there's literally no potential for conflict.
But don't you get it? The entire point of the story is to write a story with Naruto having all those powers, and that's it. It's wank.
Yeah,
It's
no, Jen, I
cringe.
didn't get banned for any of that. I got banned for citing statistics of the Pacific campaign, which was honestly a first for me. So I'll wear that badge. I thought he was just an edgy American. He is an edgy American, but he does descend from both Japanese and German heritage.
The real question is he the result of a diplomatic liaison?
Probably.
Likely.
Oh.
Go away, Frenchman.
What in the fuck? Naruto and the Princess and the Frog, the Disney movie?
What the actual shit?
Naruto Uzumaki, friends on the other side. Naruto Uzumaki, Haida, rough life, but now he has friends who will help him. A little overpowered Naruto, but Humus like all others. Is this person Hood?
30K.
Is this
How
person
does this
Hood?
Must be.
They have to be Hood.
It's speech to text. It has to be. They're Hood, and it's speech to text.
No, speech to text doesn't incorrectly write words. It just uses the wrong word. These aren't words. They didn't use words here. Those are not. Humus is not a word.
Okay, nope.
I am trying to rework several of my stories because I find them to be terrible.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, but that one's his most recent one.
No. Oh, God.
So what could be worse than that? Naruto
I don't
the
Story have
know what's worse
30K
than that.
words. It's also is that his
Published
most
2010.
written
Jesus.
story? Is
Is
that his largest story as well?
that no, it's his second largest story. Oh god.
What's his largest out of morbid curiosity?
80K. Naruto Uzumaki, Rightful Heir, a 2009 story. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that checks out. Naruto Uzumaki, Rightful Heir. Naruto learns from the Kyuubi and then meets his cousins and gains swords. Yep, that checks out for 2009 Naruto fanfiction.
Yeah, I see no problems here.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ! What the fuck was that? I just saw what? Naruto Rosario Vampire. Naruto Rosario Travel. Naruto is sealed for 10,000 years. What is he, fucking Aku? After he is sealed the power of
Hang
10
on.
tails.
Naruto, the shape-shifting master of confusion.
After he sealed the power of the 10 tails within himself to stop Madara and Obito, only for Orochimaru to then seal him using an unknown technique which uses Naruto's own chakra, while Hinata is then forced into him.
Oh, wait.
What?
Who wrote this? This sounds familiar.
Oh, this is by Supreme Bandit.
Nope, never mind. It's just a ripoff.
Yeah, probably. Not surprised. What? I hope I do it the way he wants it to be done. What is it? Do you recognize the name Shirayuki Kitsune?
No.
Okay. Apparently this was a challenge by him.
No. What I'm thinking of is I want to say it's by Lord of the Land of Fire, maybe.
Oh, Lord of Land and Fire. Yeah.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah, we know him. Did you ever see his anti-Trump rant in his Tanya story?
No, but why am I not surprised?
Yeah. So back in 2018. Yeah, it was 2018. Was it 2018 or was it 2019? It was one of those years.
It was during the Tanya phase.
It was when it was during winter when I was working as physical security at the processor plant. So that
when
was
political record going.
Haunted place.
That was 2019, I think.
I would say that was the Uber haunted place.
No.
That was
That was the coffee. That was the coffee store.
Yeah, that was
Or
the
the
coffee
coffee-
store. I'm talking about
Your
the chip
warehouse.
plant. This is a separate place. The coffee store was 2014.
It would have been 2019 or 2020.
Yeah, it was 20. It had to be 2019 then. So yeah, he has a Tanya story on fanfiction.net that he was updating, and one day he just posted a non-chapter, which was just like a several thousand word rant about Trump and how much he hates Trump and how Trump's Hitler and all of that, and got absolutely obliterated by his fan base for it.
As he rightfully should.
And so he took down the chapter and posted up a real chapter.
I hate it when authors pull that crap. Okay, you have personal opinions. I get it. And you want to put your personal opinions in your story. That's fine, as long as they make sense. Don't just make a chapter ranting about whatever random bullshit.
Yeah. We're gonna read this story so we can find out how Hinata is forced into this.
Okay, I have to ask: is this like Hinata's in his soul? Is this his Hinata is?
We don't
forced
know
We
yet.
don't know yet. That's what we're trying to figure out here.
Story.
Because apparently the challenge is that Naruto travels 10,000 years into the future, which is apparently present day of Rosario Vampire, and he has mastery over a bunch of elements, and he must end up with Mizora, the ice witch girl thing.
The Yukiona.
Yukiona, yeah. And no one joins him from his time period, which again makes me really confused how Hinata ends up in this. And yeah, Jen. Yeah, basically that was my opinion as well. I just really loved the funny tweets and how people just got fucking just triggered by them. While Madara and Obito are summoning the Jubi, Naruto stared at oversized beast, sighing as Kurama contacted Gyuki, allowing Naruto and Killer Bee to communicate as well. I have planned to stop all the Biju from ever being used again, but you guys will have to say goodbye to one another. Bee smiled. I personally think number 8 deserves a bit of a vacation. Naruto smiled as both Biju stared at Blonde's plan. They stared at it.
They looked at it really hard.
But he's telling them it. Oh, is like a book being written for them? Are they watching the subtitles?
Okay. I get what he meant there, but yeah, the poor wording.
Kakashi and Guy both watched as giant 10-tailed Biju was waking, then stare in shock as Naruto began his own hand signs, and stare in confusion as reddish-blue chains extended from the seal on his stomach, attaching them to the King of Hell statue connected to the eyes. Genryu Kaiu Fujin. Kakashi stared in shock at what his student was doing. As Guy didn't look too much into seals, he was a bit of a loss. B reverting from his Biju mode, giving large sum of Gyuki chakra to aid Naruto and Kurama with absorbing the other 7 Biju. That was a single sentence.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it
The author said it was.
It shouldn't have been.
Yeah, no shit. Madara stared intrigued by what the blonde was attempting. Yes, Madara was like, yes, interesting. Though he was curious about how he learned the sealing method of the Akutsuki. The 4 started at the beginning with Shukaku, the raccoon dog, screaming at them the entire time, but was easily removed from the statue when faced against the top 2 Biju. Matabi followed soon after. She was actually... Matabi following soon after, as she actually trying to help them by pushing against the statue's hold on her, her Jinchuriki being able to rest knowing her Biju is saved. Isobu was also working with them, apparently also Pink, apparently. Though now Madara actually saw what the blonde was doing and tried to stop him, only to be stopped by the wall of sand. That's it? Just a single wall of sand stopped
Wall
Madara?
of sand.
Apparently it did.
Oh wow. I didn't
No,
realize it was that
wall
easy.
of sand.
It was it was the wall of sand above all other walls of sand.
The one above wall.
Yes, indeed. The wall got 15 feet higher. Madara was unable to cross it. Son Goku fought against the statue. I don't
Did
know.
he go Super Saiyan?
Apparently, I don't know where the fuck these views are coming from, but they are. Fought against the statue as the growing opposing... Fought against the statue as the growing opposing side tried to pull him out?
He's the SL. He has to be.
I hope so. Madara steadily growing more desperate. Sometimes, unfortunately, we do discover that it is just the effects of the American school system. Madara steadily growing more desperate. Again, all of these are single sentences. It's just commas. Like, this person believes that paragraphs are composed of one sentence.
That's not how English works. Oh wait, American school system.
American
Never
school
mind.
system, yeah.
Hey!
English language works how you want it to work.
You am not be mean to American school system. It taught me real good.
Oh, it learned you real good?
It learned him real good.
No! It learned me real bad. That poor grammar.
Yeah, that's right. Chicago did that thing. Oh wait, do we have a bingo yet? So close. We don't have a list of powers yet. But don't worry, C8. We're gonna hit the list of powers soon. You're gonna have that bingo. You know what? Actually, if you think about it, Tobrima did in fact build a wall. And that wall did get pretty high. To keep people out.
Did he? Did
yeah,
he though?
the giant Konoha wall. It's like fucking
I can't
10.
remember if he actually built that.
Someone had to.
Yeah, I know someone had to. I just don't remember whether he built it with his stuff or not.
No, you're thinking of Hiroshima with the wood stuff. No, it's not made of wood. It's made of clay and stone.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. It was built at some point in time, and it was built to keep people out, and it got pretty high. Konoha will be great again, dude.
We're gonna put his face right up there on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Madara, steadily growing more desperate, tried to use his Sharingan to pull back on the demons, only for him to have further trouble since he was fighting the pull of 4 Biju and two Jinchuriki.
Jinchuriki?
No.
That is what the word is supposed to be, good sir.
Oh, supposed to be.
Jinchuriki. Ike? How the fuck do you pronounce this abomination?
You're fucking killing me.
Like,
this physically hurts to hear.
Kuku smiled as he was pulled from his prison, Madara staring in shock as the moon flew further away. Wait, why?
What?
Wait, what? Why is the moon flying away?
That fake moon, yeah. But if the fake moon is there, Madara wouldn't have the Sharingan, he'd have the Rinnegan.
Yes. But also, why is it flying away?
I have no idea. The author said so.
Look at me, Morty. I've turned myself into a Jinchuriki. I'm a Jinchuriki.
All right, that would actually be
season
kind of
for
funny.
that soon.
I will say I don't really like the show at all. It does have.
Oh, the show sucks ass.
It has some good jokes in it.
No, it's not.
It does. It does have some good jokes in it.
It does. It has some good jokes. There's a lot of episodes that are just trash.
Yeah.
Like Two Crows.
I will say, though, the ending of that one season where he gave himself up, that was actually a good episode.
That one and the ending of the last season with the Blenders. That was really great.
I haven't watched any clips of that show since then.
You're missing out.
Am I?
Not really.
Fair enough.
So,
as he instead went back to attacking Naruto,
question.
this time the lava wall blocked his Mokuton. Saiken was next.
Blocked his. But. Leave it.
Don't worry about it.
Stop asking questions. Just accept it.
It's just a thing.
Saiken was next. Saiken was next to be drawn upon, as sand crawled along the chains to stop Madara as he launched his black flames at them again. only for him to have to retreat from his position as lava scorched the shoulder, the singular shoulder of said Uchiha was standing on. Wait.
The fuck did I come back to?
What?
No.
Chomi felt the pull of the technique and followed its brethren towards Naruto as Madara threw caution to the wind as he finally rushed at Naruto. Naruto smirked as he stared Madara down and smiled as he felt the pull on the partial of Gyuki chakra enter his seal, along with finding the source of Kurama's and pulling it out of both the brothers. Kurama watched as the two brothers entered the mindscape, only for them to be instantly killed by being squashed by the 9 Biju, allowing Kurama to get his chakra back from them. B smiled as he saw his friend appear next to the sage weapons. Madara was shocked as he found himself staring down a Biju bomb, formed by all 9 Biju, which matched the Jubi. Madara stared in shock as the blast came at him, as he threw everything he had at it with nothing affecting it.
American school system.
And never having learned a technique that would let him get out of the way.
Oh, so he doesn't know Shunshin, the basic.
No, doesn't know replacement. Doesn't know. No.
Chunin level replacement. Yes.
Nah. Considering how he never had to use hit and run tactics because he's Madara Uchiha.
But they literally invented that shit.
As he watched as he was met with death, Obito stared in shock. Everyone's just staring in shock. As all his plans were destroyed, only to turn on Kakashi as he felt himself pierced by a lightning-covered fist. B felt as large amount of Gyuki chakra was no longer in him.
That sounds gay.
What? Yeah.
You gonna take that chakra out, boy?
But he felt the Biju's presence still within him. Ooh.
Oh, really?
And Naruto smiled at B. It looks like...
Wait, was it expanding again? Was the chakra firming up?
The chakra was indeed firming up.
Chakra pie.
Looks like Yuki gets to stay with you, right, B? Naruto raised his fist for a fist bump, which B returned with wide smile of his own. It appears we stopped his gears and saved the world for all the little dudes and ladies. That doesn't rhyme at all. Naruto smiled, though he didn't stand for long when he was tackled by blue-haired maiden as she cried into his chest. What? Hinata?
Hinata.
She's blue hair?
Okay, A, she doesn't, and B, I'm pretty sure at that point in the story she is not a maiden.
Oh, wait, what?
Elaborate.
Listen, listen, Naruto could make shadow clones. They could do whatever he wanted. He could send them wherever he wanted. He probably sent one home.
Fair enough.
Sure, but Hinata didn't get with him until afterwards.
Hinata feels like someone that wouldn't have sex until marriage. At least in canon. So,
Don't you lie. Don't you lie, it's always the quiet ones.
That's still up for marriage. She
has
unlimited access to shadow clones.
No, Naruto the last. Hinata was still a virgin, that's why he targeted her. That's why the space Nazi in the moon targeted Hinata.
What?
Oh yeah. Are you not aware of Naruto the Last?
No.
Alright, so Naruto the Last is the only movie that's canon.
Is that the one that's got a Otsutsuki in it?
Yes, that's the one that's supposed to bridge the end of Shippuden and the epilogue.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, is that the one where Hanabi gets kidnapped instead?
I believe both of them get kidnapped?
And
so anyway, the space Nazi that lives in the moon kidnaps Hinata? And Hanabi's kidnapped. Oh, okay. Oh,
there we go.
Hinata's virginity's gone then.
Bow chicka bow bow.
Yeah. But yeah, Hanabi gets kidnapped, and Naruto accidentally lasers the moon in half, and has and has to go into Kyuubi mode to hold it together.
That sounds really fucking dumb. I'm glad I did not watch this.
No, so honestly, there is actually one moment in the movie that I died laughing. So the space Nazi is preparing his extinction laser, and everyone's panicking. They're like, how do we shoot down the moon? We need to shoot down the moon, but none of us can shoot down the moon, and Naruto's already on the moon, so we can't tell him to shoot down the moon. And so, fucking A, it's just like, don't worry guys, we planned for this, and the mountain splits in half, and a giant gun rolls out of the mountain, and they're like, don't worry, this giant fucking laser beam will destroy the moon, and nobody questions it.
You're making this shit up.
I fucking went.
No, that movie goes places.
It's
Not good places.
It was.
That movie goes so many places. Like, it's just casually dropped that Konoha made an 8-gate squad of like 8 to 12 people.
Yeah.
Village hidden in the. Is it the? I can't remember if it's fog or mountains, but they've got the giant moon destroying laser.
Yeah. It's just like,
It's
fucking
such
what?
nonsense.
It's like, why did you plan to destroy the moon? And A's response was like,
Just in case.
just in case, like, the Suzuki came back or something?
Yeah, because at some point they learned that they were aliens, and there was something up with them in the moon.
And so they were just like, we'll just build a moon-destroying laser built into this mountain just in case.
A
It's
giant tree
Moonraker.
barrel fucking gun.
Yeah, it's let me see if I can't find it.
I already posted on the Discord.
What
did you?
the fuck?
Did you find it? Okay, good. Yeah, you found it. Good. Yeah, the chakra cannon. Yeah, this fucking thing. Oh my god, it's so dumb. It is so dumb.
Why do you explicitly have a laser with enough power to destroy the moon in case that son of a bitch Madara came back?
A laser that could destroy the moon would melt anything you fired it out of. It would incinerate the atmosphere. No! Oh wait, Shonen. Never mind.
Listen, if the atmosphere wasn't incineration proof, Ranma would have ended a lot differently.
Fair enough.
Come to think of it, Bleach would have ended a lot differently. There'd have been some bleaching, all right.
Also, by the way, it's a shotgun.
What?
It's a heat-seeking shotgun.
What?
No,
He's not joking.
Don't worry about it.
It's a heat-seeking laser shotgun.
Yes.
No, it's fucking not.
The main purpose of this cannon was to destroy meteorites from the moon. This weapon is fired when the chakra capacity hits 100%. It utilizes the two twin muzzles at the bottom of the cannon that fire with the joint blue beam of chakra, which then diffuses into heat-seeking multitude of beams to destroy all following meteorites.
So beam spam. Okay, yeah, no.
It's a laser shotgun with targeting and like auto-targeting capabilities.
They just said, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna throw something at the wall and see
here's
what
the video.
sticks.
Yeah, here's the video.
Oh no. And now I have to watch this. God damn it.
I love that A is just like, I never thought I would have to use this weapon. It's like, bro.
It's the chakra diffusion cannon.
Bro, if you didn't think you were gonna have to use it, why'd you make it?
Transportation cannon.
Oh hey, isn't that the voice for Jet Black?
Yeah.
With it, we'll destroy the moon.
With this, we will destroy the moon.
But no, Sneaky, the moon was the only place that was still free of the taint of capitalism.
Oh,
it's not.
God. Actually, it was because it was run by a space communist, but don't
All right,
worry about
men,
that.
Load it up with chakra.
Oh, even
We'll
better.
pulverize the meteorites with the
Also,
chakra
it uses the
diffusion
entirety of the shinobi forces to charge it.
Why didn't they just, put the fucking... Oh, I'm reminded why I hate English dubs.
Oh, God. Naruto the Last was such a fucking drug trip.
What the
Why didn't they
fuck?
just fucking connect B to it?
Oh yeah, the top muzzle had the ability to transport people to other dimensions. Yeah.
What the fuck is this green bullshit?
That's
What the fuck?
that's the 8 Gates squad.
No!
Lee has been teaching others how to use the gates.
The thing that was explicitly forbidden.
Yes. Listen, man.
No.
When they saw what a full 8 Gates could do to Madara, they'd be stupid not to train a handful more.
Only a handful? I'm surprised they didn't teach everybody.
Well, okay, they gotta retain some soldiers for the army, man.
God,
Okay,
yeah,
so
they were
listen,
like, oh yeah, they
listen.
were also like, yeah, since we're on the moon, we can just destroy it as much as possible, and like every punch from Naruto just created new craters, like new
Meanwhile, I'm just
full-sized
sitting.
moon craters.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, man, sucks to be the oceans on that world now.
Right.
Oh, firing my
Those-
laser.
Those
Does
tides
lasers
are
work?
fucked.
So, like, basically what you're saying is, Max, is in the Naruto world, the eco people actually have a point about the oceans rising.
They do
They have
there,
a very
yes.
they have a very solid point about the oceans rising.
They can literally just be like, current Hokage, this is literally your fault. You did this to
Current
us.
Hokage, not only is this your fault, we've actually had to name it the Naruto effect. Because of how much tidal damage you're causing. It's
Fair
only...
enough.
The only thing that
Oh.
even comes close to it in the magnitude of damage is the Sasuke effect. Which is steadily
And-
ionizing the atmosphere. Every time he uses that
Yeah.
jutsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about it, he probably did punch a couple holes in the ozone layer.
Oh man, dude,
A
like,
couple?
like the elemental country planet has to be so fucking massive to withstand all of these tectonic shift changes.
Yeah. It has to be
Doesn't.
it's got to be a super planet at minimum in terms of size.
No. It's
No,
probably having
listen.
damage you're not seeing on the other side of the planet.
I mean, that's possible. Or, hear me out. This entire time, it's just been the living planet, like the Green Lantern planet.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, so
And it is, in fact,
kills.
just
We
reinforcing
It's
do
itself
get a
with
space
chakra.
shot of the planet
What?
in this exact video that that Jin sent. So you could theoretically just see how large it is.
I
So
mean,
maybe.
we've been shown how large it is multiple times in that video we played the other Tuesday.
Yeah,
Friday.
from the Ultimate Ninja Storm games.
Yeah, Ultimate Ninja Storm games.
The
Where
living planet theory
Naruto
actually
casually
makes
does an
sense.
apocalypse meteor of damage.
Hey, what if I just rip the hole in matter? That's cool, right? Antimatter means matter. That's cool, right, guys? That's okay.
It's me,
No, let's not do that.
Too bad. That's one of his ultimates.
Sasuke.
Who?
Moments
Naruto's.
later.
Time's up.
No.
Chakra transformation
Yeah,
begins
no,
now.
he rips a hole in reality because
I love how
he
pumped
causes
he is about
antimatter to
firing
meet
this gun.
matter.
Okay, I know
Why
he
would he
had
not be?
nuclear fission, but this is just retarded.
Sneaky, he hasn't seen the anti-reality hole.
Oh
that
my
Naruto
god,
creates.
they literally... Yo, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Yeah, that planet is pretty big, actually.
Yeah,
I
it
never
has to be.
imagined the time for this to appear would come after the war.
Boy, that really
The
puts
world
into
was at peace.
perspective how large that moon has to be, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it looks like a
no.
normal Earth-sized planet.
Well, I'm sorry, but in the vacuum of space, a lot of things look like a normal Earth-sized planet without anything to like actually make it relative to.
Point of
Yeah, point of
We
relevance.
we don't
Point
have
of
a point.
reference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. That's the Juby down there. Yeah. Yeah, down there. That's the Juby. That's the
Yeah.
like continent. That's like the country-sized Juby.
Well, damn.
Oh. Huh. Oh yeah, this planet's fucking huge. Appears someone did in fact do the math.
Oh, really? What's the math on it?
Fuck off huge. I don't know, I'm just looking at the pictures. That's all I can understand. There's a reason why I only did statistics in college. Sometime later, after meeting the five Kages, blah blah blah, warmly at Naruto, you saved us all by unknown means. Naruto told him what happened. Everyone's shocked. Everyone's shocked again. Everyone's staring at Naruto in shock.
Everyone's always shocked.
Everyone was shocked. Blah 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 blah. In the private party, Hinata follows Naruto. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Orochimaru then appears and he's like, "Don't take this personally, Naruto-kun. But if I ever want to win, I need to kill you." And then he draws a really strange seal around him, Naruto, and Hinata. Your blood will power the seal, and you'll be sealed for eternity. And then Hinata's like, "Oh, I'm dying." And then Sasuke was coming to his rescue.
Dying.
And then Sasuke glared at Orochimaru. And Jugo checked on Naruto and Hinata. And they're like, "Oh no, the blonde is stuck forever inside the prison. And Hinata's being drained to power the seal." And Sugetsu drank some water. And he's like, "Ha, I told you guys. That's what happened." Statue and Dead Girl. Orochimaru felt fear. Sasuke was trying to kill him. Kakashi shows up. He's like, "Oh shit, this seal is real. There's no way to break it from the outside. Naruto could overpower it, but with his recent power boost, he doesn't have any chakra control."
Implying he ever did.
More people rush Orochimaru, and Orochimaru's like, "Actually, fuck, this was a dumb idea." And then he smirked. And he's like, "Haha, Naruto is powering the seal with the Hyuga blood. That means in order to escape, Naruto has to overpower himself."
God.
Only a blast with that amount of power would be able to escape from the prison, and considering he was just drained of all of his chakra to form this seal, that means he doesn't have that power. Orochimaru smirked and shot out of his own mouth, allowing him to slither away with extreme speed.
Shot out of his own mouth, huh? That's a new one.
He's a xenomorph.
I dislike that you are correct.
Blah blah
This
blah.
is canonical. It's a canonical Orochimaru technique.
Blah, Mighty Uchiha, blah blah blah. Got answers, hard to listen to, blah blah blah. Traitor's head. Wait, bring the traitor's head to us, Sasuke, and you will receive a fair trial. You'll even be allowed a lawyer.
What? No.
We were just gonna kill you outright, but
But do this one favor for us, and we'll totally treat you like an actual human being.
Yeah, right. Everyone looked at him and sweat drooped.
sweat droop,
okay.
eh?
Yeah, I got some sweat droop. Everyone hated him, and they all knew that his only chance at redemption was to murder Orochimaru.
Wait, hold on. Sneaky, that sweat dropped. There are no two O's. It's only one O.
Yeah, I know.
I can never tell if you.
They're still doing an anime-ism in a written story.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Everyone looked at Hinata, and they were shocked that Hinata would defend Sasuke if she killed Orochimaru. Control your chakra, you'll be able to break out someday. You'll have to absorb all of our power to break out of this seal. Though you'll only get the chakra from us, but so you'll still have 8 other voices in your head.
So have fun with that. We'll do our best not
Naruto,
to
you will
slowly drive
become
you
God, but also schizophrenic.
Sounds
One
fair.
could argue that's not different from the regular God. Given the way most animes go, he's just normal at that point. Normal deity.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean, look, I'm not saying every Final Fantasy game ends with you killing God, but
it does.
Those
They do. They totally do.
Listen, Stranger of Paradise is still the best one. This is bullshit.
Heresy.
Click.
You're not chaos. I don't listen to you.
This is bullshit. Turns on his iPod Touch.
Yeah.
Crawling in my crawl.
That fucking goddamn game was just something else.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, no, listen. Jokes aside, it has excellent gameplay, and the plot is just... It's every Final Fantasy game, but they stopped giving a fuck.
Is that even possible?
Yes.
Yes! Because
It's not
Stranger
even
of
legal.
Paradise is where they did it!
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Naruto, all of your friends have died of old age. You're now a statue, and the Hyuga family, that girl Hinata took care of your petrified form her entire life. Okay. She lived with Neji and his wife. Then she was like, I gotta have my fucking insane cousin who's in love with a statue.
Wow. I could see that.
Oh god, Lee marries 1010.
She had to go. She had to go to someone from the Stone Clan and get them to make some reshapings.
Nope.
You had a harem. Tsunade kept some semen samples.
Oh, where did she get them?
No, she got some semen samples. Not semen samples. She got some
Okay.
semen. She got some semen samples of Naruto, and so Hinata impregnated herself with them. So you actually have children.
That's
You know, I
creepy.
joked about alterations to that petrified statue, but
So now you have 2 children that are both
Austin
girls.
Powers.
Blah blah, blah. Hinata named blah blah blah. Kushina Moroku.
I appreciate that they've just casually written Boruto out of existence as he deserves to be.
Indeed.
Oh, thank God, I hate Bolt.
Taking crazy cat lady to a new level. Yeah, she's the crazy statue lady that successfully fucked 2 children into existence.
So better than
Naruto is
most
still
shonens.
alive! Somehow gets pregnant. Neji, I'm not gonna ask. Just make sure you turn the Byakugan off between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m.
Poor Mori, yeah, indeed. Everyone you know is dead. Wow, what a way to start that one off.
Wait, but what about his kids?
Oh, them too, for sure.
Apparently they aged up and they died now, I guess. She put a time capsule at your feet containing a journal of her life. And she watched everyone and wrote everything down.
I mean, the
Sounds
Byakugan is in
accurate.
fact the ultimate peeping Tom device.
It really is.
And she basically left him the Hinata the Hinata encyclopedia, where she just fucking narrated the entirety of her life and everyone near her.
Gentlemen,
I can
there's
tell.
a reason Hinata chose Naruto.
Ninja Jesus strikes again. It was an immaculate birth, indeed. Oh god. They found that your seal is slowing your chakra replenishment rate. It'll be a long time for you to absorb all of our chakra and escape. But after you've absorbed Isubu, that'll be pushing it if you want it done safely. Then you need to absorb up to at least Son Goku. Everyone cried for Naruto and how long it would take. It's up to you, Naruto, with how long it's taking you to absorb Shukaku's power. It may take tens of thousands of years. And Naruto said, I see. I then decide I will absorb all of you and allow all of you to pass on, and I shall become the balance of the planet, and I will be the Sage of Six Paths.
I swear to God, this sounds familiar.
I mean, it was do keep in mind, this was written as a challenge, so it's possible other authors picked up the idea.
Yeah, fair enough, but oof.
And then an earthquake happened at Yokai Academy 10,000 years later! Finally, he's free!
It's time to conquer Earth.
Where's the fucking Power Rangers? What is the line that she says in Power Rangers?
After
Yeah,
10,000 years, I'm free. It is now time to conquer Earth. or
Okay,
something
that is
stupid.
okay. That was the quote. Okay, yeah. That's what my brain instantly hopped to as well. Oh god. Under the school, a statue with a chest connected to it with chains, which were covered in seal tags. The statue opened its eyes. Stone skin fell apart, noticed a quake. He controlled his power into a manageable level and concealed it. A robed figure walked down and watched in shock as the statue he bought from a demon artifact auction started moving and opened up a chest that no one could open. Who are you? What are you doing in my mausoleum? I'm the one that bought your statue. What's your name? I was sold like a piece of furniture? The robed man nodded, smirking the whole time, finding it pretty funny. I actually paid several thousand for you, almost 6,000. I, the mighty Juby, am only worth $6,000.
How
Well,
many
Keep
dollars
your
are
be insulted about.
It's like, you know what? Okay, author, I'll give you this. That's pretty funny. The man who brought peace to the known world, saved it from the previous Juby, and the psychos who wanted to put everyone in an eternal illusion. And all you paid to get me and my worldly possessions was a $6,000. The headmaster of Yokai Academy, although shocked by the introduction, smirked. Oh, I guess they're not being shocked anymore. Now everyone's just smirking. I guess I got more than I paid for. Naruto glared at him and then opened his chest. And all he saw
That sounds
inside
painful.
of the chest was scrolls. Lots of scrolls, colorful scrolls with names on them. And then Naruto decided he was going to read the scrolls, shoving the headmaster away with a power blast every time the headmaster tried to read the scroll. Why? Like, literally no one could read the scroll. It's like 10,000 years old. It's like literally no one would know that language anymore.
Bear in mind, they're both speaking the same language, too.
Yeah, but we're not going to pay attention to that because the author never does either.
Screw the author.
Only for Naruto to throw gems at him when he got tired of pushing, and so the headmaster sighed and took the gems and then walked away.
Khajiit has
Bought
coin if
himself
you fuck
back.
off.
Yeah, this is, this is something. This was a
Something
story.
painful.
Yeah.
Do we know just how
Physically
large
painful.
Konoha is? Because this popped up in my head whenever you mentioned the
How,
balls.
what, the who to what now?
How large is Konoha? Like,
Oh,
actually,
it's a couple 100,000 people, I think, in terms of population.
size.
For size, hang on.
After 10,000 years, I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth!
Good old Rita Repulsa.
There you go. There's you an idea of scale.
Damn, now that's a wall. That's what you call a wall. They just
Gotta
built
build
it around their
15
whole
feet
fucking.
higher.
They just built it around their whole fucking country. Holy shit.
No, that's just one village, man.
That's country basic. It's basically a self-actualized country.
It's a country inside of a
City-state.
larger country.
Almost a city-state.
It's like Vatican
Uh-huh.
City inside of Italy.
Basically, yeah.
Except with less child touching.
Same amount of wall though.
I don't know.
Same amount of wall.
You sure?
I don't know. There was
Where
child
the fuck
soldiers.
is the Forest of Death?
The Forest of Death is probably either this one. No.
Bottom left.
Yeah, probably the bottom left then. Yeah.
That or the one on the far east. Actually, yeah, I'll change it. It's far east. Gotta be, because it's darker.
Fair. They did say there was a river running through the Forest of Death, so it might be this one.
Well, there's one in the one on the east and the one on the direct south too.
Yeah. Either way, yo, what the fuck is that? Just a giant thick ass river?
Several rivers.
No, I mean like this thing right here. That looks like a bridge.
Could be.
Damn, this shit is wildin'. Yeah. Eyes in the goat. Hero Rising, Next Generation, Naruto Young Justice, Mega Harem. Yeah. Once a shinobi, now a hero. Kakashi felt rage. It was simply anger filling his body. Yeah.
Stating the obvious.
His body was shaking, almost as if trying to stop itself from moving as sad tears flowed from his eyes. With a
Literally
angry breath, he
shaking.
leapt towards his friend's killer. They were seconds away from clashing before a bright light enveloped them both, and they were sent to a new world. Featuring Kakashi, Eraserhead, the Dragon Girl, and Class 1A.
That sounds like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Not even the fun kind of dog shit.
Oh yeah, this is Kakashi pre-Rin death.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. This story is Kakashi pre-Rin death.
I completely zoned the fuck out. I didn't realize it was a My Hero crossover until just out of nowhere. 1A. Just
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Fucking, how does this
Kakashi
work?
joins Class 1A.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, here we go. Neon Zangetsu. The Fox
I know that
of
name.
Remnant. A wish.
Oh god.
His wish and dreams were placed into the hands of another, and their wish was for him to live peacefully. It seemed fate was a cruel mistress and still had plans to use him for her gains. Naruto times Blake Belladonna.
Literally worst cat girl.
Yeah, literally the worst cat girl. Yeah. The Sage of Pandora. Oh no, okay.
No.
Yes.
Borderlands?
Borderlands? Oh no.
Yes.
How do you even know?
You
Some
don't.
things are not meant to cross over,
Yeah.
goddammit.
You don't.
No, I know. Betrayed!
What a way to start off.
So
All
that's
caps.
where we're going. Betrayed by
Godlike
those
Naruto
closest to him
OC.
out of fear for his power. Anakin Skywalker, I'm sorry, Naruto Uzumaki, the sage of the elemental nations, awakens years later amidst snow and blood. Welcomed into the world by an annoying robot and an angel, the memories of a world left behind with nothing left. What is a demon to do but go forward? Godlike Naruto, OC usage.
Ow. No, kill it with fire.
He specifies that Naruto is out of character, just out of the second paragraph.
Oh, real? Oh, good. Okay, let's see him. I don't own anything. Blah blah blah. I do own this story. No, you don't. And for those that bother to read author notes, let me be the first to warn you: if you did not read this summary, this is a godlike Naru story. However, that does not imply he's going to be fixing everything, as that would just ruin the story.
What? But that's usually the purpose of one of those, you dumb shit.
Yep. For those who want to see that kind of story, Naruto throws a Bijudama at the Hyperion moon base, and everything ends happily after that.
Checks out. Works
Yeah,
for
pretty
me.
much, yeah.
See no problems here.
All right, let's wrap that up then. Author's note continues. Now that story is out of the way, incorrect usage of a semicolon, this story will focus on what a character such as Naru.
This guy is a twat.
Yep. If an out of character one would be like in the world of Pandora. This is a character study of a character that I'm not going to write correctly.
So typical FFN writer. Gotcha.
Yeah. This is like, I'm going to do a study on how well this gas engine runs. And to do the study, I'll be filling it with diesel.
Diesel's too close.
It's an electric engine, actually.
What do you mean diesel's too close?
Diesel's too close to gas.
No, it's not. Dude, diesel's the exact opposite of gas. That's why you can't put gas inside a diesel engine.
It's a liquid and it's a fuel. It's too similar.
Well, this Naruto has blonde hair and blue eyes and whisker marks.
So did... Never mind. I can't say that.
At least you had the decency to remember that.
I know I am not a perfect writer. So
No,
if you
really?
feel you can do better than me, then do so.
I do.
At the time of writing this, there will not be a romantic interest or a pairing. The main thing I wish to state is this: incorrect usage of a period. This story takes place during Borderlands 2, incorrect usage of a semicolon, and will mainly follow canon, incorrect usage of canon, story, except for one major difference. Only one? A godlike Naruto ends up in Borderlands 2 and only one thing changes?
That's all it took.
The 4 DLC characters included.
Oh, God.
Wait, the 4 Vault Hunters DLC? There's like 8 Vault Hunters and
There's a lot.
from Borderlands 2 will not be wait, the Vault Hunters won't be.
Then what's the point?
The characters from Borderlands 2 will not be present in the game Borderlands 2 due to the fact that Naruto is here. He will, however, not be fixing anything. This is the major change I am inducing on this story. Okay. Why would I not put the Borderlands characters in Borderlands 2, you might ask? Well, you see, Naruto would
I
have
am a
nothing
fucking
to
dumbass.
Naruto would have nothing to offer to the story if there were other heroes.
That's like putting Naruto in Avengers and going, you know, I gotta get rid of the Avengers because I've got Naruto in here now.
Yeah, I mean, Naruto has too much power. If the Avengers showed up, he wouldn't be able to solve literally everything, and the Avengers would sometimes solve problems, and we can't have that.
Can't steal the spotlight. Nope.
Okay, but hear me out. Captain America learns the Shadow Clone Jutsu.
And then dies because he doesn't have enough chakra.
Exactly.
Black Widow learns the Shadow Clone Jutsu and somehow doesn't die.
Well, you see, it's because...
Okay, you just want that so that Black Widow fucks herself.
Exactly!
Well, yeah, but you see, Black Widow has plot armor, so she's allowed to do that.
Only
Wait, the first thing or the second thing? Or both things?
Yes,
Yes.
both things.
Yeah. Will they be dead? No, they won't be dead. I'm going to need them if I ever finish this story to write the sequel. Why?
Moron.
But they will not be taking place in this fiction story. With all of that said and done, let's get started with this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It gets worse?
It's just a wall of text.
Oh, sweet, it gets worse.
Oh my god, it gets worse!
No, it's Alex! No!
Oh god. I had to mention this story 3.4 times now. There was a man. This man was not your ordinary warrior gun-toting psycho, or again, incorrect usage of a semicolon, or even a siren in disguise, again, another incorrect usage of a semicolon, although the stories would have you believe otherwise. See, this is what I hate about midwit authors who learn about things like semicolons and ellipses, is that they fucking spam them, not understanding what they are. You don't use semicolons in narrative. You just don't. No one talks in semicolon.
Nope. And yet, they do it.
Anyway, semicolon, this man, ellipses, a hero, period.
This is not grammatically. Ooh.
This man, comma, was, ellipses, a protector, period, a father, comma, a
You're
brother,
killing me, Smalls.
a brother, semicolon, a mentor, ellipses.
What the fuck? My hearing. This
The
is
worst
worse
part
than
is,
me.
if you don't believe him, we can just go look at the stream. He's not making it up.
No.
I don't
Search
want
your
to.
feelings. You know it to be true.
Sneaky
Killing me,
bingo!
Smalls.
What the fuck what does this even mean? Not many can claim to know this man's name, comma, mainly due to how he lived so long ago, hyphen, 5 times now, comma, that his name no longer exists, ellipses.
What?
What?
Yeah, no. That's not a.
Blah blah blah, everyone betrayed Naruto because he was so strong. Blah blah blah, really poorly summarizing. So he's trying to tell the plot of Naruto, but as if Marcus had learned the entire plot of Naruto through Spark Notes, and was adding his own commentary on top of it. Naruto was sealed away inside the first vault built by the first Iridians.
On Pandora.
A prison sent into the stars by eyes of rings and commas. And everyone knows his name is now Demon. Holy shit. Oh my god,
But
oh,
why?
he's spamming ellipses, writhing, screaming, ellipses. That's not even an ellipses! Ellipses.
First fault
Please.
wasn't even the first fault.
Sneaky, hold on. It, 2 hours have passed.
Yes.
Please. Is this enough?
No! I will not cease!
No!
You
Torture
idiot!
man.
Why would you say something to him about that?
You know what kind of human being he is.
Alright, so
He's a human being.
the author proceeds to try and write Borderlands humor as if they only learned about Borderlands by reading the Reddit memes.
Oh god.
Also, comma, her mount, hyphen, will you stop moving, exclamation point, question mark, end quote, period.
This kills the sign.
Oh, exclamation point, end quote, period. For Naruto, ellipses, shut up, end quote, period. Lowercase the, raw anger in his tone. Force the bot to stop on shock alone. Again with the shock!
It must be a Zia. Face slaps coming soon.
Oh, God. Holy shit. He channeled chakra into the gun and the gun exploded in his hands. Okay, that Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm losing brain cells trying to decipher this man's stories. Instead, let's go make fun of Aizen the Goat now.
Oh, thank God.
Let's see what we've got here. Deku of the Mochi. What? Izuku's life changes forever after his mother is crippled by a villain. An old woman gives him a devil fruit that grants him the ability to control mochi ice cream.
No.
He becomes Katakuri from
Actually,
One Piece.
I know this actually. The
Watch
Mochi
as he
Mochi no Mi is
becomes
essentially...
a hero like no other. Please
Hold
give
on.
my story a try.
So Mochi in this case is basically a knockoff of Luffy's fruit. It makes him stretchy. But like
It is a
Mochi,
type of Japanese candy.
yeah, it is a stretchy candy that is basically Luffy's power. Just basically Luffy's power.
No, it's much different.
No, but in One Piece, it works essentially the same as Luffy's
No,
power.
it
but
does
it's
not, you goddamn idiot
if I
Colombian.
remember correctly,
Well,
it
clearly
is
you're not.
essentially the same. Hold on, I need to actually look this up then.
Yeah, go read it. Go read it for
I
us.
fairly remember.
Yeah, you do that. The Thunderbolt. Naruto Bleach crossover. It's a one-shot. Naruto wondered why his girlfriend never wanted to introduce him to her friends. After advice from a certain shop owner, he follows her to work and has the strangest day of his life. A Naruto times Candice Candy Bleach cross.
Who is Candace? C?
He's a Quincy.
The Quincy girl. What's her power?
You mean a non-canon character who was just in filler?
Yeah, totally. She was a non-canon character. Post Aizen arc non-canon character. Yeah. All that filler that happened after the Aizen arc.
Look, I stopped reading before the Eisenarch actually, so all that shit is non-canon.
She is her personality is a short-tempered, blah blah blah. What's her power? Power and ability. She is the Thunderbolt. She can control lightning.
Okay, so I found it. It's essentially it makes you still really stretchy, but it's more malleable than the Luffy's fruit. But it's yeah, it works very
Because
similarly.
he's rubber versus a goddamn fucking ice cream.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not even the
exactly.
ice cream
It's
part.
still the
It's the
same.
mochi paste part, which is the
That's taffy, isn't it?
it's sticky rice actually. It's rice beaten into a powdery, gooey pulp.
Oh, okay.
It's actually delicious. Viscosity and stickiness. It can be used as a blunt force weapon. High caliber gunfire cannot pierce it.
Looking at this guy's favorites, it's just all crap after crap after
Oh, what,
crap.
Eyes in the Goat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's to be expected. It is one of our ongoing things whenever we find a really, really bad author. That we just go into their favorites and are like, ah, yes, yes, we see and understand. Naruto, the realm of magic. Fate would not have Naruto die without living a long life. With the toss of a coin, fate tosses Naruto into world of magic. He wandered aimlessly. Interesting. So he sat down in a single spot and then just started thinking for a long time?
The Thinker.
For years before coming across Dragon Queen, who then taught him magic. This set him to be part of the Alvarez Empire, but he was never loyal to the Empire. One day he decides to go to Fairy Tale to be free. That's cringe.
Uh-huh.
That's just cringe.
Yeah, yep.
Oh shit! Yeah, here we go. This is a classic one right here. A Song of Ice,
God.
Fire, and Lightning. Oh god, yes, this was so fucking cringe. So we've covered this story before, but poor Sign has not heard of this one.
I've never heard of this. What is this shit?
I don't remember this one.
It's a mid-story sequel story.
Huh?
Oh no! Essentially, your DK story.
So basically, A Song of Ice, Fire, and Lightning is a sequel to a uncompleted other fanfic the author is currently writing, but it's taking place specifically after a certain point in their story, and it doesn't follow the continuity of every chapter posted after that point.
Okay, I got you. So he tried to make a sequel and then didn't actually connect it back up right.
No. He specifically said that the canon of the character that he's crossing over ends at chapter 31 of his other story, and from there on out, everything will be a divergence.
Except it won't.
That's fucking dumb.
No, because it's even better.
It gets better.
It gets worse.
Of course,
It
it
always
gets worse.
gets worse.
Oh no.
Oh.
In Pursuit of Magic. Oh no, is this an inspired by? Oh, it is.
No.
It is.
Oh?
Okay.
Inspired by.
No.
Yeah. So anyway. A Song of Ice, Fire, and Lightning. My reward for beating the Demon Emperor and sending him back to hell is finding myself in an unknown land, hounded by heralds of ice and fire, as well as idiotic people of the land of this Westeros. Is it possible to even get home? I don't know. Harry times Daenerys, a Harry Potter Game of Thrones crossover. I had a plot bunny bore its way into my head until I could ignore it no longer. This story will diverge from my other fanfic called Lightning Dragon's Roar at the end of chapter 31 and will separate into A Song of Ice and Fire, also known as Game of Thrones. Expect to see a mix of the TV show and book lore. I'm picking and choosing. For those who have never read Lightning Dragon's War, prepare for an information dump. So we're going to move over to Lightning Dragon's Roar so we can get the real actual summary and not the carefully narrated one.
Am I drunk?
Are you
No,
drunk?
Not drunk
unfortunately.
enough.
You should be.
Give me the alcohol.
No problem.
No.
Harry takes inspiration from a manga called Fairy Tale and the internet. What follows is a
Which doesn't exist, and he doesn't have access to.
Yeah. What follows is a different path, a path of strife, rebellion, and power. In the new age, we will be accelerating the time scale to starting the story in 2010 instead of 82.
Because internet.
Eventually, this story will cross over into Devil May Cry 3, Stargate SG-1, Smallville, Dresden Files, and Ranma, which are all taking place on the same Earth.
Kill him.
No.
Just kill him. Kill him.
Yes. Drag him out into the street and put 2 in the back of his head.
Yeah. So... so this story was started in September 9th of 2014. It has 70 chapters, 316,000 words, 3,000 reviews, 5,600 favorites, 5,997 follows. It is currently updated as of April 5th, 2021.
You're telling me almost 6,000 people liked this garbage heap?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And don't worry, it gets worse.
Of course it gets worse. It always gets worse.
Oh my god.
Actually, we are.
No, excuse you. The tagline is
bingos
"There's
right
always
now.
more," and it always gets worse.
3 bingos. Excellent. Author's note, edited July 26th of 2020. For those of you who wonder if I will ever finish Lightning Dragon's Roar, I will. I swear I will.
No.
I have not forgotten about this story. I just need to set things up so I can continue it. This story started my path to becoming a published author.
Oh god, what did he publish?
What
I'm
did he
gonna see
publish?
this.
What did he publish?
Hold on. He
What?
says he didn't forget about it. When
Yeah,
was the
okay,
last
so
time he
Sneaky, it's right
updated,
about this time I'm wishing I had Odahime's power to just go, I reject, and make things go away.
Fuck yes.
And if only. Okay, so what if
Although I have to be honest, I would abuse the hell out of that power.
Okay, so he has a website. Oh, he has an Amazon story.
Oh no.
And he
Link
has
it.
his
Now,
own website.
Sneaky.
The
Here's
website.
the okay. Wait. Sneaky. Before you click on it, is this going to be better or worse than what we found on Kindle Vella?
It's probably gonna be worse. So the website just got
Ooh.
blocked by malware bytes.
Oh really?
Yeah, for malicious software reports.
Oh
Well,
no.
to be fair, Malwarebytes is absolute dog shit. I wouldn't trust a thing it said.
Honestly, I've used it for a long time and it's been pretty good.
I work in IT.
So do I.
2 of us do, in fact. Well, you're
I
not
did
special.
some
I'm sorry.
IT and I hate it too.
Yes, I am special.
You're
No,
not.
you're not.
You are.
Hey.
So this is
Among
his
this group,
this
you
is,
ain't shit.
This is his official story. His name is Samir Karam.
That explains a lot.
Yep, this is his official story. Finding out there was a world of magic lurking right under his nose sounded like fun until he made contact with it. Instead, Nivan, has to fight for survival in a world of monsters, blood sacrifices, and death, as well as maintaining his sanity when the souls of all he has consumed begin to speak with him.
Ah, it's just Dimitri.
The first installment
Who?
and the only installment in the Conduit series.
The Conduit series?
Yep.
Also, sorry, Sin, that was a Fire Emblem joke. In Fire Emblem Three Houses, one of the three main lords, goes just a wee tiny bit massively insane and starts going on murder rampages because I can hear the voices of the dead calling out for vengeance, and they tell me to mount your head on a fucking pike of the gates of Enbar.
All right.
Well, alrighty then.
No, listen. This man also has crazy target strength because he snaps not snaps someone's neck. He crushes their skull just by closing his palm around it.
Woo!
Also,
Sneaky,
yeah.
he also has a short story based on this universe.
Hmm.
It's not published on Amazon, but
I
it is
see.
on his website.
Also, that
There's more.
that author picture, that's a Fairy Tale Dragon Slayer tier picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no argument here.
And you
Never ever post your own pictures.
that hair tuft is
Looks like a turd.
Something special.
yeah.
Let's read the reviews.
Let's not.
Too late.
Intended for an adult audience. I like this book, but it could have been better. The characters have personalities. You can tell who the character is by what they're saying.
Wow!
Hot garbage. This was a terribly written flop. The characters are dull and cliched, having rather obvious progression and covered in more edges than a porcupine. The story in and of itself was distasteful and overly violent. As a longtime critic and editor, I would not recommend this novella to even my worst enemies.
Yeah, I just saw that one, yeah.
Damn!
That's a review.
John S. John S. has no activity. Let's see what the 3 stars say. I read this on a recommendation of my son. I gave it a 3 stars due to the overwhelming amount of violence. It's not to my liking. Maybe this is merely a generational thing. As the author said at the end, would be a good read for anyone who is interested in anime as a younger audience.
Yeah, alright, so that's dog shit. Hey, Sin, go ahead, head over to gaming and just watch that minute clip for how angry this boy gets.
Oh lord.
Let's see here. I felt like I've seen this main. Oh, so here we go. Even with the, oh god, this 4-star review is reading like a 2-star review. The characters have their own distinct personalities. You can easily tell which character is saying what by how the sentence is structured, as you should from a written work. But even with that, I feel like the main character's dialogue was generic. I felt like I've seen this main character many times before. Edgy teen with snappy comebacks who thinks the world is against him, and the last part might be true in this story. The 3 people he constantly talks with are welcome, but it feels like they are a crutch to move the story forward. In regards to the magic, I have to say I like where the potential is, but I don't care for the magic. It turns out that his magic is super helpful, but there weren't any really defined rules besides creativity equaling different uses. The writing itself is well done, but there's not much I can say on it. I don't recall ever seeing mirror words, run-on sentences, or the wrong usage of words. And there are a few errors, but they're minuscule. There's a couple other things I would say about this story, but I believe that they are stylistic problems. Although I have to say although altogether I have to say I enjoyed the book and I look forward to the next one.
That's a damn lie.
Yeah. I like how they're like, yeah, so the magic system sucks and he's basically got no lore on it and the main characters are super generic. And all of the side cast is only there to move the plot forward, but it's a good book.
Nope. Nope.
Uh-huh. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. And the saddest part is he probably just got his fans to go fucking favorite it. And see, this is what I'm talking about, though. So he's a Harry Potter author, which means that his stories have 9,000 favorites, 6,000 favorites, 4,000 favorites, 5,000 favorites. He's got a cult following, unfortunately.
So what you're saying is if I want to make some quick gains on followers, I should write a Harry Potter story.
Yeah.
Probably one that isn't just porn about the cast of pre-Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because people really don't care about anything besides the main cast of Harry Potter. They really don't.
There is a surprisingly large following who want an actual Marauders era story. It's just, well...
They are a minority, and we know... Let's not say that.
Well, the problem with writing a Marauders era story is the fact that that basically nullifies all of the lore for the Harry Potter series.
Oh, yeah.
Because literally any changes you make would just make the canon not happen at all.
Unless you don't, in which case, well, you suck as an author.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's Lightning Dragon Roar. So yeah, he copies Fairy Tale as a magic style. So then this moves to A Song of Ice, Fire, and Lightning, which is his 10,000 favorite 10,000 follow story. 55 chapters, 260k words. Updated 22 hours ago.
He's still working on it.
Oh, he is still working on it.
Still more popular than
Oh,
the
that's right. Yeah,
original.
Zero Rewind. Patreon. Alright. Drag,
Jesus.
Acolyte, Mage. All 6 levels. Samian Remnant, $15. Aloe Ra, $30. Dreamweaver, fucking $60. Early access to my fanfics. The Discord role. Being mentioned in my stories. A peek into my creative process as in early chapters. To my book drafts. The ability to make suggestions. This dude's making 2.2k a month off of 192 people.
I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, I told you, man.
I got over 213 subscribers. I'm not making that.
You're not whoring yourself out enough. You're whoring yourself. You're doing too much whoring, but not enough in the right direction.
I'm whoring too cheaply.
No, that too. Yeah, typically people actually charge around 5 cents a word instead of 1 cent.
I went with what was done at the time on QQ.
Yeah. What the fuck are these Fire Emblem animations?
Yeah, I watched that. That was, yeah, no, that's pretty bad. He's an angry boy.
That is an angry boy. But during the 4th year of Hogwarts, Dudley approached me apologizing for treating me like this. He gave me his old computer, complete with an internet connection. That's not how internet works.
I can give you one internet.
Here, have my old computer. It has the internet on it. In 2010, keep in mind. This is happening in 2010. And many games, needless to say, I spent lots of games and time on playing them. In those days, I unlocked my ability to ingest electricity. And I grew wings out of my back, and I caused lightning storms.
No.
I was ambushed by Dementors and used my lightning eater magic to defend myself and was sent on a trial to atone. It didn't work out as planned because I argued I did it in self-defense. And so the court worked, and so the courts just let him off because he was like, oh, but I did it in self-defense, and they're like, oh, well, we can't argue against that. This is a terrible assassination plot, then. I spent my time in Hogwarts training. I was super level-headed, and Dolores Umbridge never got to me. Also, there was a Harry Potter story we read one time where the plot is that Dudley and Harry in was it 87? Yeah, it was 1987. Dudley and Harry played Diablo 2 in 1987. Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. And because they played Diablo 2 in 1987, they got the idea to make their own war game in where Harry played a necromancer and Dudley played pretending to be a paladin, and that unlocked Dudley's magic, making him a paladin, actually, and Harry became a necromancer, actually, because they played pretend so much it happened. And then they both went to Hogwarts together as a paladin and a necromancer instead of wizards.
That's not how that worked.
Also, Harry reanimated a dragon because he used the golem method of the Jews to reanimate a lizard. To reanimate a lizard skeleton that he put turkey wings on, and it turned into a dragon.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It was a dumb story.
That sounds really fucking dumb.
It was a really dumb story. And yeah, Dudley learned how to resurrect people using holy power.
And he's not instantly rich? Why?
Vernon would commit homicide. No, you see, it was okay, because they grew used to the boys playing their war game so much that when the figures came alive and started actually fighting each other as they were possessed by holy and necrotic powers, they just accepted it because Dudley also was magical now.
That does not at all even remotely describe Vernon, but okay.
Yep, no, they just casually accepted it and added it into their lives. Yeah. Anyway, so back to this summary. Harry became drunk with power on his lightning eater god-slaying magic. And because he almost attacked McGonagall because he was pissed at her for giving him detentions because he didn't show up to class. And then he realized that he was handling this wrong. And then Hagrid bought him a snake And the snake didn't like Harry because it constantly insulted him. Then Hermione formed a terrorism group. And Neville became an earthbender.
No. What?
Yeah. Neville was an earthbender. And he had hidden this power his entire life from everyone.
Okay.
And then Arthur Weasley dies. Voldemort was inside of his soul. So he did a drug trip and decided to fight Voldemort's soul inside his mental arena. And he cleansed his body of Voldemort's soul. On Christmas Day, Voldemort did some more terrorism. We killed them all. And we went to aid the Azkaban prison, and we found ourselves facing 100 wizards. However, we came in using stealth and conjured dozens of snakes to kill them all. With it pouring rain, the snakes overcame all of the men and killed them all. And Dumbledore and I engaged the rest, and I killed them all before Voldemort could stop us. Then a demon appeared, and Voldemort had enslaved her.
He learned how to summon succubus.
Actually, yes, because when the succubus tried to touch Harry, she started burning. Because he's a virgin.
Right. No. Okay.
When everything seemed at its worst, Dumbledore, by the way, Dumbledore did
Average
not in fact
Warhammer
burn.
player.
Huh?
He was so virgin that he burned the succubus.
Yes.
Average Warhammer player.
Yes, indeed. Average Warhammer Inquisitor. It was a hard win, forcing me to cast lightning at the demoness from the sky. So he pulled the Sasuke. And Voldemort. Oh wait. The Voldemort lost control of the demoness because she absorbed too much power from Dumbledore, and so Dumbledore, Voldemort, and Harry teamed up against her.
Oh no.
And then Voldemort said, "Harry Potter, I owe you a life debt." And so I said, "Voldemort, never kill me." And so Tom Riddle agreed to never try to kill me. And Dumbledore was baffled. With Voldemort's return proven, Umbridge was sacked. My heart yearned for adventure, and I was super rich, and I didn't need education anymore. I only wanted to get stronger and flex harder. Dumbledore, having aided in my training, knew I could take on seasoned Aurorors with my lightning dragon slayer magic. I killed a shit ton of people, and that's proof I'm a badass. I would be a liar if I didn't say I didn't enjoy killing people. I really enjoyed killing people. I felt satisfaction as I ripped them apart with my lightning.
Can he put a little more edge on that, maybe?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I then learned of an ancient demon tower called the Temen Nigru. Where Devil May Cry comes in.
I'll be honest, I've never played Devil May Cry.
Alright, well, this is Devil May Cry 3. Just all of it. This is where it
Just
takes
all
place.
of it.
Yeah. The entire game takes place inside this tower.
Okay.
Lilith, the demoness we fought, was alive there. And I learned that the gateway to the demon world was inside this tower, sealed by a demon knight who rebelled against the demons. And she was trying to open the gate to hell again, so I went there to stop her. And my snake came along with me, and he gained a superpower which allowed him to merge with my right arm, turning it into a devil blade.
What is it with right arms with all these people? I mean, seriously, what the hell?
Well, they need their left arm to jack off.
TMI.
Well, you asked what was up with it.
I asked for it, yep.
The armored arm was so powerful it could kill demons. I fought the hordes of demons and managed to kill them all. And I managed to subdue their higher-ranking member, Erebus, the progenitor of the Dementors. I beat him with a lightning Patronus. Erebus then turned into a sword, a pure black falchion for me. And it gave me powers over ice and darkness. I never figured out what darkness did. To be honest, it sounded like emo gibberish.
Just like the story!
But that's a story for a different time. With the help of Erebus and Balthazar, my snake, I went up the Temendegru to stop Lilith. At the top, I met the half-demon named Dante, and we became good friends, and we went to go talk to Virgil, who is in the demon world, who was attempting to flee from the demon emperor Mundus after killing Lilith in a show of speed I did not think was possible. And Virgil was so powerful and so fast, he killed Lilith instantly. Knowing that this man who easily beat Lilith, who outclassed me, wanted to run from the demon emperor, I followed him and Dante through a portal. And then the emperor stopped us in the void between worlds, and it took all of our combined powers to sucker punch him, sending him back to his own realm. But the Emperor of Demons was not done yet. The world was awash in color as the attack slammed into Mundus's 3 eyes, overpowering his defenses and sending him flying back out of the portal. Our trip through the portal resumed, and I let my lightning wings dissipate. My 2 allies reverted back to their human forms and removing their hands from my arm. I felt super tired, dizzy, and weak, and I fell asleep. You might have beaten me this day, Mundus' voice boomed. And we weren't going as fast as we used to. My body jerked to a stop, and I noticed the startled gazes of Dante and Virgil, who simply ran off into the distance. And Mundus grabbed me. You will die between the worlds. Your human body will wither away. How does it feel to lose even when you win? Ha 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 ha. Then I got angry. And because I was angry, I was angry. So I grabbed Erebus and I slashed at the fabric between worlds, and nothing happened.
Yep. Okay.
And then I did it again, and nothing happened. And Mundus was mocking me as I died. And then I did it again, and a rift opened and I fell through it, and Mundus roared in rage because he was impotent to stop me.
That's what you need them blue pills for.
Harry's powers. He has wand magic weaker than Snape. He has lightning dragon slayer magic. He has Balthazar, his edgy snake hand. And he has Erebus, the black falchion, which shoots darkness water like a hose out of the blade.
All right.
And so, blah, 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 mindless slave, blah, 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 I couldn't keep my eyes open, darkness all around me, but you see, my sword was the Emperor of Darkness, so I usurped the control of the void around us. It fought for control, and I knew even with my usurping its domain, it would eventually regain its ability to do shit or something. I grew weaker, so then I called forth lightning, and I fried the darkness around me with my lightning. He's literally attacking the darkness.
I cast magic missile. at what? The darkness.
The deadly eyes, they frightened me, they wanted to make it end, blah blah blah. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Uh,
Jesus.
Yeah, I honestly could not be fucked to read the rest of this. This is
Thank
just
fuck.
so boring. People pay this man $2,000 to write this?
2.8K.
Boring people.
God, it's so fucking boring. In Pursuit of Magic, no, this is totally... This is so... This has to be... Oh my god, this is so fucking
Has to
dumb.
be what?
This has to be a Noodle Hammer inspired story.
It sounds kind of familiar.
A Noodle Hammer?
No, the story title.
Oh yeah, in Pursuit of Magic, a self-insert. Yeah, that's because Noodle Hammer wrote For Love of Magic.
Ah, yep.
Yeah. There's going to be lots of drama apparently in this story and romance, and it'll be a long-term slow burn plot.
Translation ain't shit gonna happen for a while.
Yeah, translation, pay me a lot of money so I can keep writing this, guys.
That too.
You see, I'm not writing it slowly. I'm not padding my word count. I'm just making sure the story is being properly written.
Sounds about right.
Oh God. Anyway, well, we're gonna end it here. We're gonna end it here. My voice is starting to get choppy. Must be all the alcohol and smoking I've done.
That would explain it.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be done here, folks. Oh, anyone that stuck around, that's on you. But you know what?
Everything.
We'll be back on Tuesday. Because there's always more, and it always gets worse.